Yes, as a matter of fact, I am 1 minute late. I don't want people thinking you were going to be on time just because you were on my show.
Mm,
Come on
okay.
with it.
That's what it's
Let
about.
me let me get in here and try to like my video if I can do that. Thanks for coming in, everybody. We going to try to rattle some cages tonight or something. I don't know. A lot of stuff going on the YouTubes here. So why am I hearing? Ah, got the sound coming through this headset.
Why am I hearing?
Thanks for coming in tonight, Cash. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Uh, standard fees apply and whatnot.
I see the come and go hat. You must be in Iowa. That's standard Iowa procedure.
It's my Iowa tradition. I like to come and go when I'm in Iowa.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath here. I'm a little winded. Had to run to get to the camera here.
Uh-huh. Off air, I was going to spill the beans. You told me you was out of breath because of it involved you, fake trucking, and a bunch of grease.
It is true. I had got grease on my brand new shirt. Oh, I found some more. My trousers. Oh, my wife ain't gonna be too happy with me. But again, she never is.
It's a Badgers shirt, right?
I know. It's worth twice as much as what I paid for it, just because of that.
Oh man. I think I've still got eligible years collegiately if they need me to quarterback.
Yeah, Bill Beasley in the house. Let's everybody bow our heads and give thanks for Bill Beasley coming in. Low volume. Gary Bates says low volume. Is that true?
Possibly could have been in the beginning.
There, we turned it up a little bit. So yeah, how many? We got 63 people in here, so we can get started now. Adco says hopefully you aren't talking about me. He's streamlined compared to a stretched out cab over 5 miles per gallon is wearing on me, and I don't have a direct customer. Well, that's one thing. A lot of people dealing with that. WCF Invader in the house says, I think seen that thumbnail before. Yeah, we're gonna try to do this again because my efforts in Virginia to do this failed, and then I kind of didn't have the opportunity until today. So the topic is, according to my dog behind me, it's beef jerky, but the topic is making it through these tough times, because I'm seeing everybody doing their version of what it takes, what it's gonna take to make it through this, and there's kind of something I feel like it's being left out as usual. As usual, in my mind, I'm smarter than everybody else, right? Not the case.
But kinda.
And people ain't gonna like it, as usual. Probably gonna stir up some feelings by telling the truth. Trucking don't care about the truth sometimes. But so first, let's talk about Cash. What are some of the things, strategies and whatnots that you've seen about dealing with this freight market and dealing with the times that we are in? Let's first lay out a whole bunch of those things.
Number one, be very flexible.
Well, what are not what I guess what I'm getting at is what are some of the things you're seeing on the YouTubes about people telling everybody what you should be doing?
Oh, you know, uh, a bunch of it, Uh, like if you want to, my suggestion is if parking your truck is the go to. I mean, be prepared to park it for like a year or two, because I think we're
Mm-hmm.
in real times. The richest man in the world, Elon Musk, was talking about the other day that he sees this economic environment hanging around until the spring of 2024 probably. just slow economic grind through the inflationary period.
Well, I guess some of the different things I'm seeing is, um, still seeing people stuck in last year. I'm gonna park my truck for a couple months. It'll be better. I still don't haul anything over 35,000 pounds. I still don't go, I don't know, east of the Mississippi. Uh, Still don't do this. I still don't do that. I don't do this other thing. Um, what else? Follow the heat map. Um, what else? We'll make a bunch of social media posts about how people are screwing us and ripping us off. Um, Boy, we had a whole list of things here, and I'm drawing a blank.
Don't go to Pennsylvania because fuel's $7 a gallon over there.
Only run where fuel is cheap. Boy, what else? What else? A whole bunch of things, really. We'll just badmouth every broker in the industry, which say some of them deserve it. And I feel like there's one thing that hasn't been discussed yet. Well, probably a whole bunch of things, but the one glaring thing that's driving me nuts. Cash, you probably know what it is. Nobody's talking about hard freaking work. Work your ass off. Right? The same as you do in every business.
Right.
Times are tough, work harder. Like, hard work overcomes a lot. Like, there's a time. Here's some things we forgot, right? I've structured my business this way. I'm building my corporate credit. I'm
Right.
doing this. I'm
Right.
doing that. Guess what? Right now, those things don't make any damn difference.
The three
What are you
most
doing?
important things.
What are you
right
doing
now.
with these two things right here? What you
Mhm.
doing with your own two hands?
Yeah.
Right? There's a time for this. There's a time for everything. Right now is a time for hard freaking work.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
always is.
The three most important things right now are revenue, revenue, revenue. Get out there and make some damn money. Like quit with your little strategies and hey, DIY. My bankrupt business is structured very wisely. It's got great corporate credit before it went bankrupt. Because you can't borrow yourself, you can't borrow into prosperity. You know what I mean? Like at some point you got to get out and do some work. Like I don't
There's a time, like, okay, there's a time for all that. There's a time for everything. And it's smart. But we've been talking about that for the last 2 years, and times were good. Hey, once you got that business structured, it should run itself. Things will take care of itself. The missing piece is to go do the freaking work. Right. And I'm
right.
not in a, oh, why should I go work harder for $1 a mile or this or that? That's not the thing. That's not the only work. Isn't running up and down the road. The work can be spending all day on the damn telephone. The work can be finding something that other people aren't willing to do. You know what I did last week? One day I spotted trailers for 9 freaking hours at a place, and let me tell you what that got me. Right? You'd be like, oh, why should I spot trailers? And I charged them for it. We don't do work for free. But you know what? I learned a lot. I learned a lot about that customer, and I found a new in. I learned some carriers that they're not really happy with. There's some gaps they're looking to fill because they hate the carriers that are on those runs. And he straight up asked me, he's like, "You got any more guys?" I'm like, "Not at the moment. Kind of maxed out." Uh, yeah, we learned a lot that day, and I'm pretty confident that if I had, eventually over the next 10 years, he is so happy with us that I could own every lane that they have. They only ship 20 loads a week, and I know I could own every one of them. Not right here today, right now, but over time. Uh, what else have you done? Have you stayed up all night, looking for new contacts? It ain't just about hitting the load board. Have you tried LinkedIn? It's the social media network for industry professionals. It ain't Facebook. It ain't Twitter. It ain't TikTok. Uh, you know, are you putting the time in? Are you working yourself so hard at the end of the day you fall over half dead? Because there's a time for that, and that time is right now. Hard work will take you far. You got to ask yourself, am I in the business that I claim to be doing? Is this really a business to me, or did I buy myself a job? If you bought yourself a job, that's okay. But then you can sit back and make social media posts all day about people that are screwing you over. Or if you're really in business, you can just forget about all that and get to fixing your own problem. Like I do understand the struggle. Don't sit here and tell me I don't, or think that I don't, because it's real. We're all paying that price for fuel. We're all seeing slow freight. But gosh damn it, the opportunities I'm seeing different places, and some of the opportunities I'm turning down are just like I don't know why. It's not. It can't only be me. It's not possible. Like what are the things? Some of the things you think people can do, Cash? Like there's more. Like
Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to, like a little bit of it is it's hard to play catch up in a market like this. It's like I hate to say it, but should have been doing this stuff, back when we were talking about it a year ago. You
it.
know,
See, that's the thing. That's
I hate
part
to
of the
be that
thing.
way, but
No, you're right. That's part of the thing is, we preach customers and relationships and this and that, and people are like, well, it's not so easy anymore. Yeah, it's not. This isn't easy. Nothing's easy. This has never been, other than the last couple of years. This has never been easy.
right.
Do the work. It can still be done. Like it's still there. It's just not easy. I mean, it is what it is. Um, you can still pick up the phone and call people. You can spend all day calling people. There's certain people. You see on YouTube, they're in every single freaking live chat going on YouTube, when half that time could be spent doing things like this. Did you call 20 places last week and try to get a better fuel discount network? Just saying. It's everywhere. A guy can make improvements, but I don't see anybody talking about it. Just hard work overcomes. That's how you got there, right? I mean, 20 years ago, there was years, before e-logs, all this. The ran 200,000 miles a year as a solo driver, two consecutive years in a row. Yeah, it busted my ass, but you know what it got me? I haven't taken a truck note since then. Every truck I've been able to pay cash for and roll it into the next one. I mean, short-term sacrifice. It's hard freaking work. Are you calling every carrier in your state right now, seeing if they got power only opportunities? I know a place I called about 150 miles here has got the Walmart account. They're like, yeah, we need people to fill in on the Walmart account. You know, it's that kind of stuff is all over the place. If they're screaming driver shortage, which some of them do still need drivers, and are in a driver shortage. There's gaps to be filled, folks. Half as much energy can be spent doing that as it takes to make stupid posts about TQL every day on Facebook. Knock all that stuff, that Facebook stuff, all that is not reality. Leave that garbage. It's a time suck, man.
Yeah.
That's time you can be spent doing this other stuff and win in this time when everybody else is struggling. What are you willing to do that everybody else in here is not? I know what the hell I'm been doing, and it ain't easy, man. I'm not a young man anymore. But it's working. It's paying off. So, like, I don't know. It's just I think I feel like it's being missed. And does it suck to go out and bust your ass, run your ass off, and work your ass off for all said and done? Maybe you're 35 cents a mile in your pocket and making less than a company driver. Well, guess what? It's the way it is sometimes. That's what gives you the right to, in good times, clear $1.50 a mile when a company driver is making 60 cents a mile. It's not all winning all the time. You got to earn that. I mean, am I out of line here? It's frustrating. Like, social media is a lying bitch.
Mm-hmm.
It is, man. Do you see? Take any company of even as small as 100 trucks, anywhere local to you. Do you see their CEO on Facebook and Twitter whining and bitching about brokers and this other thing. No, they'll take that energy and they'll funnel it into trying to find new contacts or a new place to haul freight for, or a way to drive their costs down. It's frustrating. We claim we want the respect as an owner operator, as a small business. We demand all the respect, and we deserve this and we deserve that. But then sometimes we sure as hell don't act like it, like we deserve respect, or even act in a respectable way. Come on. You can't have it just one way all the time. It's just not how the world works. You know, it's like Bill Cosby being the family man on a TV show and then coming to find out what he's doing behind the scenes. The two just don't jive together, do they?
Mm-mm.
If I hear one more about, this is how I structured my business. Hey, once you got that set up, it should take care of itself. Then you go do the rest, right?
Uh-huh.
Like you're not you. I don't know what am I missing here.
No, you got it. You got it. It's the others. It's the others that are missing it. Like that. That's what's going on.
Well, each according to your abilities and your wants and your needs, but like you gotta be comfortable with what you're getting out of it if that's what you're putting into it. I mean, business don't care about your feelings. Trucking don't care about your feelings. Nobody's going to care about your feelings but you and yours, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No more 5 to 7 per mile loads, so adjust. Nonsense. I book them every day. But what are you doing to find them? There's more to this freight world than the load boards, man. And that ain't even just, I'm not even talking about customer freight. I booked one here about 3 hours ago going from Ohio to Pennsylvania for $5.50 a mile on a reefer. It's there. I mean, are you willing to stay up all freaking night and find it? When you stop for your half-hour break, you fuel and take care. Are you scrolling through Facebook or YouTube Shorts or TikTok, or are you on there trying to find that next thing? And once you find that next thing, are you working on doing it over and over and over again and do it again? Right? It's how time is spent. And some of you are doing it. I believe a lot of people are doing it. But you know what? It takes, it can take a long time till you hit that thing where you're like, okay, this is for me for the long term. But there's, you might hit it next week, you might hit it in 3 years. Do you want to stay in it and keep grinding at it for 3 years? A lot of people are overnight success after 20 years of doing something like that, right? It's like a musician. There'd be a struggling musician for 30 years, and then one time they have a hit song, and they're an overnight success after 30 years. That's how any business works sometimes, right? The barrier entry is so low in this industry that it convinces some people that they're operating at a level that they're not, and you're not, and that's okay. But you got to know like where you fit in, right? And to sit and blame everybody that's above you, the mega carriers, and then this and then that. I'm here to tell you, man, you can be that. Maybe strive to be that instead of being mad at that. If you're mad at JB Hunt, you study how they got there instead of being mad at them for offering you $1.25 on the load board. Because someday you can be on the other end of that, putting loads on the load board. And then if you don't like the way that's done, you can do it your way. Right? Like, people don't aspire to be enough sometimes. And sometimes they aspire to be too much, which is not a bad thing, but you just got to recognize all the steps in between. But everybody wants the respect. They want this. They want, everything that they deserve. Well, how do you deserve it? Because you suck air? You can drive a truck? Like, they're teaching computers to do that. So what else you got? It's frustrating, man. Talk about all the problems in the industry, but there's that. We want all the respect and we leave piss bottles all over the place. We want all the respect and now people are leaving bags of shit all over the place. One of the new warehouses where I live, I saw a bag of crap in the middle of the road the other day. There won't be truck parking there for much longer. And that was a really nice place. You could park there. You could park your truck there for home time if you wanted to. That's going to be gone. Like, but it's all these other issues. Because we deserve. Everybody deserves something different based on what you did, what you built. We don't all deserve the same damn thing. And if you look around, we all know that. We know who deserves it and who doesn't. It's frustrating, man. I'm frustrated by it. And I don't even watch a lot of YouTube. But it's today I'm going to post trashing this broker, trashing this company, trashing this place. Change your attitude towards it, man. If you can't, if you don't like them, try to beat them, because you can. What do you think? You think Schneider started with 10,000 trucks? At some point, it started with one truck. It's just, I don't know. Our social media's got us, man. They just want us to sit around and point fingers all damn day. And it doesn't need to be like that. There's so much freaking opportunity in this industry, man. There's so much opportunity in this industry with people with little to no, post-secondary education. This is, for most people that didn't go to college, this is probably the most money you can ever make. And all we do is bitch about it. Yeah, that things can suck in this industry. Like, you don't get to go home, you don't get parking and this and that. That's where your choices come in. But it's like, sometimes it's just because things aren't perfect, everything sucks. Maybe I'm guilty of that sometimes. Because things aren't perfect, everything sucks. But, like, you got to check yourself. I got to check myself sometimes. You get tired, you get worn down, you're like, is this worth doing? You got to decide, and like, we all need a gut check sometimes. Did you, if you're teetering, you're like, am I staying in this? Am I getting out? What am I doing here? Just ask yourself, why did I start? Did I do this to start a business, or did I buy a job? That's okay. Some people just want to do this because they want the freedom to do what they want to do. It isn't for more money or for this or that. But then operate, in that realm. But I'm telling you that the hard work will overcome a lot of things. It's not going to be easy. It's going to suck. You will make less probably than maybe you could be a company driver for a while. Yeah, I did a lot of years like that. To get where I am. And it's an ever-changing market. How long is it like that? You never know. But a lot of people came before us, and there'll be a lot of people after us, and it will go on. But I don't know. That's my soapbox. It's just, I don't know. I'm really proud of, most of the guys that work for me, because they've broken that mentality, and the ones that haven't really are coming around. They're really getting it. And once they really start to see the other way, and it's I think it's encouraging to them, and it kind of changes things. But I'm sitting here doing all the talking, Cash. Oh, you're the artist formerly known as Cash. Is somebody coming after you for child support?
No, I'm trying to get out of a contract over here. No, I think a lot of the griping and moaning on social media is people kind of expressing and coming to terms with it ain't what they thought it was, and it's got to be a change. You know, I think that's a lot of what it is. They're working out their reasoning on social media, and you know, I said it what 6 7 months ago. I made a video like, if you're gonna get out, now's the time. You know, you've been treading water, especially even more now than ever. You've been treading water for 6 months. You were hanging in there for a holiday season that was gonna save it all. That ain't there.
No, no, and it wasn't going to be here. And there was
No.
people like us telling you, and I'm not sitting here saying I told you so, but it's like everybody gets to choose what they participate in, right? Um, Going down the road all day is a time to sit and pontificate, not in your free time or time you're not moving. That can be spent working on other things. But it's going to be hard to outsmart this. You know, you're not going to outsmart this market. You're going to put your head down and go to work. If you have things set up the right way, most things should take care of themselves right now. You just go do the work and make it through, and you'll recognize when it's the other time to start doing things another way again. It's constantly pivoting, man. It really is.
Yeah. But fact of the matter is, that $5 to $7 a mile comment a minute ago, it's out there, but it's not everywhere. You've got to
No,
adjust. Like you've
and you
got
got
to
to hunt like
adjust.
a dog, man.
Right.
You
I mean, like on the load board, like that's definitely not the normal anymore. I mean, you found one, but you're finding probably more like $2.50 a mile than $5 a mile these days. It's definitely time to adjust. And if you built the business a certain way, you're not doing yourself any favors by holding on to it. You know,
like I made the comment earlier about look at what they've done. Look at what it's not about any individual load. And it's not for me either. Even when I was one truck, it wasn't about any individual one load. Even in 1 week or 1 month, there was always a bigger picture in mind. Now, that's hard. I'll certainly confess. But look what those companies work towards to build their company. They work towards providing solutions, right? Maybe they're getting into, eventually containers, drop and hook stuff. They work towards servicing customers. And I hate to say the rest kind of takes care of itself because it doesn't. But, as a bigger picture, that's kind of how it works. Like you have some things you work towards. You work towards meeting people's needs, and the rest kind of happens along with it. Now that's you know a pretty big picture for somebody with one truck. I will admit that, but it's kind of how they get there and what they do, right? Um, these big carriers, when they're competing over contracts, it's a game of pennies, half a penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, and then it's what can you do for me? How many trailers can you give me, and can you be on time? But we don't often have the right perspective as smaller companies and individual owner operator type carriers. Um, but there's more. There's always something you can do. Like call around, see if people need help spotting trailers. See if you're some of your local carriers. Hey, you need trailers repositioned. You need help with power only. Amazon ain't the only game in town. Hell, if you never call, you never know. I've found a lot of work just by making phone calls like that. It's and here's the thing too. Over the last couple of years, Paul and I have encouraged people to do things like that, and he has served up on a hot steaming platter to some people these situations where all you got to do is make this phone call and you're in. The customer wants to do business with you, call them and set it up, and they can't make the phone call. And I almost guarantee you, it's some of the same people on Facebook or social media or on YouTube running down whoever the hell is the flavor of the day. It's frustrating. But then we deserve all these things of respect and um, whatever. I just don't. I just don't see it. I just don't agree. You got to earn that, and it's so easy to screw it up. Like consistency. Um, you know, sometimes you bite your tongue. You don't always have to have the last word. Know when to walk away. More oftentimes than not anymore, you know, I shut my mouth and walk away. You're rarely making a problem better by continuing to argue or have to get the last word. Most times you're just doing more damage. Things are salvageable. Walk away, let everybody cool their heads, come back and talk some more. Um, it's it's frustrating. It really is. Because I hate to see people struggling too, man. I really do. But be willing to learn. Be willing to do things, man. And if you're not, that's okay. But then just operate right there and accept what comes with it. Wow, you got way too serious. You got any jokes?
I got lots of stuff. If you want to go there, you were very serious. I did not want to get in the way of that. Um, you were fighting like you were stacking taters over there, so I was gonna let you run with it. Uh, you got some super chats, by the way. I don't
Did
know if
I?
you saw
Oh,
that.
yeah. I don't want to ignore that. I'm so sorry. I appreciate it. Let me start here. Um, I get on a rant and I black out.
Did I ever tell you that
Uh,
little ditty about Jack and Diane? By the way,
was that the one about the two little kids living in the heartland?
mm,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
Justin
he was.
Axford, appreciate it. Happy Halloween. $10 super chat. Appreciate it. Go ahead,
No, run them through. Run them through.
Justin.
Acknowledge these fine folks.
Sterling Trucking delivers $2 beef jerky seasoning fund. I appreciate it. Fate Trucking $2. Appreciate it. I'm lost. I better look at him on the ELD. Where the heck is he? He gets lost sometimes. Oh, he's right where he needs to be.
Yeah, if you gave him a grease gun, hell, I would say your driveway's got more grease in it than a damn John Travolta movie.
Joe Little went and voted today. Had to go to the courthouse to vote early. Good job. Definitely vote.
Eh,
Definitely vote.
I take a different opinion, but yeah, go ahead, do what you do.
I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for.
Uh,
I'm not gonna tell you that it matters. I'm just saying.
no, no.
Vote.
Vote with your wallet, folks. That's my thing. Vote with your wallet. Don't spend money with people you don't like.
Everybody ask yourself this. So obviously there's in this environment, there's people that are gonna struggle. There's people that are, gonna skate by, make it. There's people that are gonna do well and kill it. If you're struggling, like deeply examine and ask yourself, okay, what am I doing differently than this other guy over here who's doing pretty well? You know, and be honest with yourself. Can I change? Is there something I can do differently? Did I put myself in a bad position? Because it's not, oh, he's lucky. He's lucky. He's doing this. He's lucky. Lucky I have nothing to do with it most of the time. Sometimes you stumble on something good. Not usually. It's usually because you worked hard to get there. But man, there are some stubborn son of a guns in this world. you know, uh, it's like trying to move a donkey against his will. You ain't gonna push him. You ain't gonna pull him.
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of like you know talking to the wall over here was like if they choose to be that way, I tell you what, you know I slap a Darwin sticker on their truck and go on about my day. Like you know what I mean? Like if you're one of these guys, I only run I-10 and I gotta have this kind of truck and I don't pull loads over 7,000 pounds and I mean you just build yourself a nice little box. By God, all means, have fun living in that box.
Yeah,
Um,
but then don't make it complain. You built your box.
See, I hate to disagree with you there, DIY, but I tell them take that argument to Facebook. Cause see, I'm not on Facebook, so I won't see that, and they waste all their time on Facebook. Um, you know, it's like the baby deer. I've refused to help the baby deer anymore. They stand up and their legs are all wiggly and wobbly and they barely standing up. And then they come over here and tell me, "Oh, look at me. This is how you stand up. Let me tell you how to stand up." And I'm like, I've been kicking ass for a decade. I don't need the baby deer to come tell me how to live my life. So, I've got to. I'm not going to teach them. It's like on the weekly recap videos. A lot of people come in there. "Oh, you should do this and you should do that." And well, I tell you what, you go start a YouTube channel and you do it that way. This is how I do it. You know.
With no regard for the last 4 years you've been making videos for nothing.
Yeah.
The first 3-4 years.
Yeah. The
Oh,
easy ones.
Bill Beasley in the house. Appreciate it.
Woo.
$50 super chat. Damn it, boy.
It,
Says I'll run circles around your best guy, Jerky.
uh-huh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
there's a challenge.
And I call him, just so everybody knows, I call him Mr. Come On With It. Put a little
Mm,
respect on that name.
you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yes, sir, Mr. Come On With It.
Oh, I gotta.
If I'm
Well,
not mistaken, he just pretty much showed up everybody else in here, put them right in their place.
he does that. He does that. He's been known to do that.
He came in, he licked a dollar bill and stuck it right to their forehead and kept walking. uh,
Yeah, I don't know. But other
can I
people
say
would just you can't control what anybody else does.
right?
Right? So sitting around trashing TQL all day ain't gonna do you a bit of damn good. It ain't gonna do else anybody else. Well, I'm just saying it so other people know. Hey,
Well,
doesn't do them a damn bit of good either. Uh,
hang on. I hate to interrupt you, but
okay.
that perfect time to interject this new song I wrote. It's called Oh, I got them TQL blues. Oh, them damn check calls at 7 o'clock in the morning when I was trying to sleep into 9:30. Oh, damn. The only one that's got a load in my area, but come to find out it's 150 miles away.
Oh, damn it.
There you go. That's that
Oh, look at
TQL
that.
blues.
Fate Trucking found the grease guns. It's challenge
Mm,
accepted with a $51 super chat.
mm,
Appreciate it.
yeah. That boy's out there in your shed with a grease gun. I'd go out there and watch him if I was you.
Yeah. But no, what I was saying, like you can't control what other people do, but you
Hmm.
can always do so much more for yourself.
Right.
I mean, there's things that people have never thought of. There's things that people haven't done. I mean, are you signed up to haul for FEMA? Did you know you can do that as a one truck guy? You signed up with the GAO? I mean, there's worlds out there.
Yep.
Do you have all the endorsements you can get? Do you have? I mean, holy cow, it's just never ending. Have you hunted down a broker that has FEMA contracts? Not that just FEMA's the way to go. I'm just saying there's so many of these different things out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, and especially this time of year, are you willing to lease on somewhere? That's a good one. Like right now, there's a lot of carriers that's done a lot of due diligence. And if you're over here pissing and moaning about, you know, $1.50 a mile. Maybe lease on somewhere. Get that 250 a mile, all miles. Like
And when
they're
you and
they're
when
out
you
there,
find them, don't ever bite the hand that feeds you. Say, "Oh,
right?
thank you, sir. Is there anything else I can do for you?"
Yeah,
If you really are in business, that's how business people talk to each other. Not,
yeah,
"Oh, you screwed me on this last load. You owe me this." You know,
yeah.
if you, I'm not doing that. This ain't it. It's hmm.
And don't burn that bridge. If you do, say things pick up in 6 months, and you say, well, I'm going to pick my authority back up, and I'm going to go back to running my own authority. You know, bring their equipment back, leave on a good term, make sure everything, just
See if they'll broker
explain
you
it
some loads.
exactly. It's a good one. Just explain it to them. Hey, I appreciate you helping me help you, and like I'm gonna
Even
do
if
my thing
even if
now.
you
But
don't, yeah, even if you don't mean it and you hate them, end it that way.
yeah, yeah,
'Cause the other
yeah.
way don't
Don't
get you nothing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't let your emotions get in the way of your money.
Or if
Um,
or if they were really good to you and helped you out and were good to you during a tough time, maybe don't leave.
mm.
Maybe don't leave.
That's something about this market right now is like all the mega carriers. They're doing the same damn thing they was doing 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago,
Mhm.
3 years ago, five. They don't care about the fluctuation in the market. They got big ass long term. You think Swift? Look at that Swift and that Costco contract. How long have they been up in that Costco just making that money?
Mhm.
And like that's what you got to strive for if you want to be in it long term. You know, kind of like what you were saying earlier. Eh,
It's
you
not
got
about just the next load all the time.
right, yeah. Um, if that's where you want to be, then you got to get to that level. You got to not like a mega carrier level, but you got to be in there where you're insulated a little bit. Um, I mean, I tell you, I worked the spot market a little bit down south this weekend, and wowzers, is there just no loads available?
That's
Um,
right.
you know, 2 or 3 days of multiple people just going through every load board, like, and I ain't talking about like refreshing the DAT. I'm talking about brokers, carriers, multiple load boards. Like one guy I talked to in the office, he's probably got 15 tabs open on a computer all day, just refresh, go through every one of them, just constantly. And yeah, rough,
Yeah.
man,
Oh,
rough.
Snore Lord with a $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Says more
Mhm.
cowbell. I needs me a cowbell.
uh,
Oh, Killian's trucking. $53.
ooh,
Y'all won't know what hit you. Just wait.
ooh.
I
Is that
can't I can't really argue with that.
is that
Oh,
damn it, boy?
WCF Invader still waiting to get leased on underway. I've been meaning to call you. I'm sorry. I will. Please forgive me. I got a whole bunch of phone calls to return. The last 2 weeks have been very trying. Sincerely apologize. We will talk, Donald. I still have a bunch of emails marked unread in my email. But this ain't about me. I ain't trying to make it about me. It's like you said. The carriers are just doing same things they've always done, but everything is new to us all the time. All right. When I say us, me included, not any different. I've only in the last few years changed the way I've been doing things. But let me tell you what, I'm
Uh,
so glad I have. I am so glad I have. People call, oh, you're a sellout, you're a broker. Hey, it's opened opportunities, man. And if you don't think it's hasn't opened opportunities for my drivers, you're out your damn mind. And that's what it's for in the first place. Um, it's I don't concern myself with some of the smaller day-to-day things anymore because I found in the bigger scheme of things, in the bigger picture, it don't matter. Like some of the more detailed things about certain trucks and stuff and different models and this and that. I Doesn't matter anymore. What's more important is those relationships, and that end of it is that's why a lot of these carriers, they have so many people working in those departments. There's a lot of waste, a lot of mismanagement, but that's where it's at, man. Equipment wise, you find something that works and you stick with it, and it's done.
Hmm.
That other part is forever on, perpetually ongoing, and always changing. Um, but hey, none of these things make the freight market better. It doesn't. But if you think it's bad now, give it a while. Its first quarter is probably going to suck. So, but it's never too late. Like, you can start doing things now. Just start changing things for yourself. Uh, Man, hit that telephone like it burnt your dinner. Man, just start lighting people up. Call everybody. There might be a mega carrier that's got power only opportunities in your area. Don't be too proud. I'm not too proud to do anything. You know many years I did power only? For some time, for a larger carrier. It didn't pay much, but it was all right, and it got me here. I tell you what, it got me through 2008 and through 2020, first part of COVID. It saved my ass because I didn't have much going on then. The spot market was awful. You can pull up the load board, there's nothing there. 6 loads within 150 miles, and all of them paid less than $1 a mile. What are you going to do with that? So, in that carrier, I still do stuff for them all the time. We've done things on and off since 1999. Come and gone, come again, gone again. Never
Come
on
and
bad
go.
terms. That's right. That's right. Uh, but I don't know. It's don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. People, you guys are, everybody's smarter than that, and don't participate in it. You see somebody doing that, just move along. Just move along, man. Like, I know, Cash, you've worked hard not only to be successful, but just to put yourself in a great position at your carrier,
Hmm.
right? Like, you don't pull no crap with them.
Right.
Even I'm sure there's times you're probably less than thoroughly amused with some of the things.
Yeah, I mean it's a business relationship. If you're winning every time, then the other side's probably not too happy, and if vice versa, eh, sometimes it works out for you, sometimes it works out for them, but the most of the time you try to make it work for everybody. But there are times, when it's you know, like when I have to go recover a load at 9:30 on a Saturday night, um, you don't get mad at it. You say yes, because that's what's the overall good. That's the way I look at it.
Hmm.
Like, uh,
And if you're doing these things, if you're doing all the right things, but it's never just coming around back to you, then you're probably in the wrong place.
right,
And don't blow things up. Just move along, and
yeah,
you'll find it. Because there's a lot of great places out there to work. There really is. I suppose I better get to some comments, or I'm gonna be in big trouble here. I'm already, like an hour behind. Um, I've seen this thumbnail before. Mississippi truck wash. Anyone? That seems like the best way to survive. Oh, you never know. We have
remember,
a new step one though.
yeah, I was gonna say, remember, there's a new step one to that. That's call your insurance company, up the amount, and make sure it covers flood damage,
Yes.
and tell them I was just driving along, minding my own business, and that damn river jumped right out in front of me. And the
Uh,
next thing I know, I had a shifted tater load, and it was all the river's fault.
the correct answer 100% of the time is I swerved to miss a deer.
Ah, okay, okay.
Jerome Jones in the house. Thanks for coming in. Oh, here's a new name. Long Way Fargo. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Gary Bates in the house. Justin Axford. Gary says, first things first, yeehaw. All right. Everybody wishing everybody a happy Halloween. Best thumbnail ever. All right. Louis Duran in the house. Thanks for coming in. Robert B says, Elon Musk says comedy is now allowed on the internet, so you're good to go. Nice. It's about time.
What's he talking about?
He finally took over Twitter.
What's Twitter?
I don't know.
Oh.
Present tense of something else. No, I'm not going to go there.
I think that was that. I think that was that website where like people used to like use it to pick up chicks, and then it just turned into a political he said she said, and then everybody, all the young kids, went to Instagram. Isn't that what he took over?
I thought that was TikTok.
Well, no. TikTok was after the Instagram. Well, technically, there was a Snapchat in between. It went Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok.
Don't these things all do the same thing as text messaging?
Technically, probably.
Okay. Oh no, look at this. Old school, still not unloaded. Going to rattle more cages tomorrow. What kind of damn load you got on that trailer, man? Damn, you're going to have a weekend of that one load.
Damn, son.
Don Schonger in the house. Jeff Express. Trucker Carlson. Ooh, with the bow tie, I'll bet. Trucking with Diabetes says, you're late. I'm unsubbing. Nice.
I didn't mean unsubscribing. I meant no more turkey subs in the back row.
Okay.
Come on.
WCF Invader says, just submitted all the paperwork for my safety audit, hoping for the best. Yeah, it'll go good.
Yeah.
It'll go good. Killian's Trucking says, I need to chat with you ASAP. Snapchat? You trying to Snapchat with me? I don't have that.
Yeah, Snapchat's old news, dog. You got to get that new.
All right. Cadillac Jack says 3 weeks off being paid with a down truck was nice. Back in the rig with my pups. They missed the road. Ooh, I bet. Jackknife TV says the ambiguously gay duo was back.
Sent you a shirt, Jackknife. Should be there November 12th through the 16th is the ETA on that. Hey, speaking of things real quick, let me interrupt you while you're on a roll. So UPS damaged my fuel ox package like as soon as it was handed over to them. I emailed fuel ox this morning and I said, hey, my package didn't arrive, damaged. Customer service, impeccable. Within 3 minutes, I had another email with my new order and my new tracking.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. And I didn't even I just sent them an email I said, hey, this was damaged. The tracking says they threw it away. And I figured it'd be like a day or two before I heard anything. No, 3 minutes. It was already had a new one in the mail.
You would think that should be UPS's job, wouldn't you?
It happened a week ago, and UPS still has not notified them.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mark the Mailman in the house. Fate Trucking ought to love that. Says, hi, DIY and Cash. I really appreciate you guys. Keep up the great work. I wish you all the best. Yeah, fuelox.com. Promo code DIY Semi. Get 15% off every order. Great company.
There it is. Yeah.
Also, MUDFLAP has really good customer service too. Use the promo code there too. Get some free fuel when you sign up. Great companies. We only like to promote good companies.
True
I'll tell you that.
True that.
Oliver says, did you hear the governor's mansion burned down in Iowa? It almost took out the whole trailer park. Come on. Come on with it. Says, should I change my name to Tater Jim? Oh, those wounds are still fresh, dog. We ain't over that one yet.
Hashtag Tater Jim.
That's right. Gear Jammer says huge fan of the Wisconsin volleyball team. That's
I
unusual.
bet.
They got a good one.
I bet.
More like DIY for transportation secretary instead of Pete Booty-Jiggle.
Mm.
Oh, I will abuse my power. I'm gonna tell you that right off the bat. I will abuse it for my own personal gain, but I'm gonna make it better for all y'all too. I promise. I promise. Gonna get some of that government money. Garlic Butter says smash the like button
Mm.
with a rubber mallet. Apparently.
Got to put that clove in first.
Uh huh. Bemenda Boy, Fate Trucking in the house. Big Rigger says, so your buddy Mother Trucker posted a video with a gentleman who found a guy showing they want to limit us down to 60 miles an hour. Ugh.
I have a video coming on that soon. I am going to run an entire week at 60 miles an hour.
You know what sucks about that is it's not even like that's at like the lower end of the power band for downshifting. So as soon as you hit a freaking culvert, you're gonna downshift in most trucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, depending how they're geared. It's just like mechanically, I don't like that even. Ugh.
Well, they'll have in the future. They'll have it all redone. You know, they'll have them geared different.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep. Justin Axford, happy Halloween. Appreciate it once again for a super chat. Appreciate it. Brian Zarling, a paid off truck definitely helps. It does. And people knock people. They have this argument of a cash truck or paid off truck versus a newer truck or this and that. Well, hey, you know, don't knock anybody for having a paid off truck or whatever. They did that, you know, good for them. More power to them. That's a conscious decision. It's not like they lucked into that. They made a conscious decision to either keep that truck long enough that it was paid for or bust their ass with double payments, triple payments, saving up money to pay that truck off. They made that happen. You know, that's one of those things I'm talking about. The hard freaking work, man. Like, pay that sucker off. Stop thinking you're outsmarting the IRS by having the interest deduction. That's for people that don't know math, right? Paying $10,000 to the bank in interest does not save you $10,000 in taxes. The 30% margin tax rate, roughly, it saves you $3,000 in taxes. Pay the damn truck off. Send me a check for 10 grand. I'll write you a receipt for consulting, and you'll still get the $3,000 tax deduction and have a freaking paid for truck.
I told
Stop it.
Fake Trucking to stop doing the tax exemption on his repair bills because he's just going to give it to the IRS at the end of the year.
Did he fall for it?
I don't know. Hey, go back to that Halloween. Everybody have a great Halloween. I'd like to say something. Is it just me, or is Halloween the creepiest damn holiday out there? You dress your kids up and then send them out to beg for candy from strangers.
I don't know. I can't find it now.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. My little rant on Halloween. You know, it's like you dress your kids up and then send them out to beg for candy. It's like, I don't know.
I only send mine to one house, and that's Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, okay.
Best candy in the neighborhood.
He gets them into Hollywood. He don't give them candy.
Okay. Isn't he the one that gets the boy bands going too?
He puts a. No, that was somebody else.
That's Lou Pearlman.
Yeah, you
send him to Lou Pearlman's house.
Yeah, he puts them straight into the band. You know, I never force the kids to go out on Halloween. I'm like, if you want to go, go. If not, here's $20. Go to Target, get a bag of candy. You know, like that door to door creeps me out. Like you just never know what these people are doing.
I just tell them go out and get a bunch of candy, bring it home, and give it to me because I gave you life.
Okay. Yeah.
No. Yeah, we teach them all their lives don't take candy from strangers, and then we have them go beg for it, right?
Yeah. Then one day a year it's cool. The rest of the year don't do it, but on this one night, it's cool.
That's like saying, hey, don't get in a van with no windows, except for the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
it's
then
okay.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old school says no. DIY is not smarter. He just knows a lot more. I know you're. I know you're trying to be funny, but here's the thing: I'm not any smarter. I don't know anything more. I've just
Uh,
experienced a paradigm shift in my life. Like
mm,
truly, like if we're being honest, over the last couple years, I've had like this mental transition or like a paradigm shift. It's not knowing anything more. It's just like things make sense. They're very clearly make sense now, and all I have to do is execute it, and then things happen. But no, I appreciate it though. Um, John says fuel economy and God is the only way to make it at N four. Uh, necessarily in that order though, John. We got those, one and two switched around. Jackknife TV. I just said now is not
mhm.
the time to buy a semi truck. That's for sure, and that can be true. That can be true. Mm, all right. Fate trucking is still lost. All right. Robert B says the trucking market needs to cater to my needs. I identify as a profitable business. All right. Nice. What about Abraham? What about fuel shortage? You don't fall for that nonsense either. That's not. We're not going to run out of diesel fuel in 25 days. We have a 25-day buffer. We have a 25-day supply. Should we stop, making any diesel right now, which they're not going to
Right.
do. That's what our supply is. A month or so more ago, it was down to 20 days, but nobody was talking about it then. It's just somebody trying to get clickbait, shock value, attention, whatever. Uh, is it cause for concern? I mean, yeah, we should have. Our reserves should be very high. This country, this world runs on diesel.
Yeah. Eh,
Um,
You know what really makes me mad about that story? I didn't think of it first. That's what really makes me mad about it. You know, I should have been out here, jumping and screaming and, hooting and hollering you know, about diesel. Like, damn it,
hmm
because I need diesel. I even got a shirt that
hmm
says diesel. Ooh, I got to make a
uh,
25-day supply diesel shirt.
what the hell is this? What the hell? Where
thousand
did?
dollars. What?
Oh, I got some scroll. Trucking with diabetes.
Yeah.
$100
Uh,
super chat. Dude, you ain't got to
yeah.
do that.
Well, I just wanted to put all the broke bitches on notice that I'm your daddy, and you know, come on over and let me pat you on the bottom a little bit.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Mark M,
Uh,
$10 super chat. Keep on keeping on. I appreciate it. Thank you. Cash, you ain't got to do that. Appreciate it, though.
no, I mean that was a straight shot to Killian's Fate Trucking, anybody else, um, you know,
Is that your way of saying suck it? Suck on that?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, let me get a membership with that as well. That way I can teach them. You can super chat even when you're a member.
Yeah. I lost my place. Doggone it. I got to go back, scroll back, and find it. Um, where we at? Snorlord says this happens every downturn. It does, but we don't have to, right? It's our. But I understand there's such a turnover. It's new people every time, but let's just not do that anymore. Like the amount of resources we have in trucking right now is just astonishing compared to 20 years ago. You had nothing. You had
Right.
absolutely nothing. And like now it's all at the touch of your fingers. Your fuel prices, fuel discounts. It's just all right there. It's just amazing.
Dude, it's amazing. I can pull up about 3 apps and get 80 different fuel options within my next 50 miles of running. Or how many ever truck stops are there? I can get multiple prices at most of these truck stops. Like it,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. We're always going to go through these roller coasters because of the it's the ebb and flow. Right now there's people just running to the exits, honestly. Let's face it. and
Which
that's gonna
the
support the bottom a little bit. That's gonna keep the bottom from going down as much.
hmm but then others will look to that as an opportunity of, hey, there's going to be some equipment become available.
Hmm.
And then not just, oh, I can snatch up cheap equipment, but then how can I use that to service my customers, or to
Right.
how can I use that to serve somebody and build my
Hmm.
business, not just capitalize on somebody else's misfortune, but that's how, it's done. It's,
Right.
yet another difference. Uh, Only the lonely says find ways to lower your cost. Yeah, I mean, while you're going down the road, you got to think all day to think about that, rather
Hmm.
than the Facebook and these other things. Um,
You know what I always say about Facebook? Be a man. Stalk your ex in person.
couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I mean, don't be afraid to sit in the driveway overnight. You know.
Right. Right. You know, bring your fake truck and towel with you, and
hmm
occasionally honk the horn, and just kind of slip down in the seat, and
Learn how to climb a tree next to a bedroom window. Just saying.
mm,
You know,
exactly,
do some
exactly.
pull-ups. Work up to
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, and Jackknife says I'd be happy with a steady $2.50 to $3 a mile
yeah,
loads. Some people think some people think you're going to go broke $3 a mile. I'd say, uh, I strongly disagree.
yeah. Me
Uh,
too.
there's very many companies being run on far less money that are very
Yeah,
successful.
yeah. That run
I don't
nice
understand it.
equipment, and they run nice equipment, and they pay their drivers good, and like, it can be done. It's on how you structure things, and I had a weekly recap, and a guy left a comment the other day. He was like, "At 250 a mile, you will not survive long term." And I'm thinking to
Horseshit.
myself, I'm like, I just did got to disagree with that. Like, um, you know,
There's mega carriers built on that kind of money.
hmm
But the difference is it takes 25 years. Just,
yeah,
some people, well, if I can't do it this year or next year, then it can't be done, or it ain't worth doing.
right.
It's
And
just
and they
not.
w- they
But
want
they
to
might
run
go ahead.
they want to run Frank Sinatra LLC. It's got to be done my way. It's got to be it's got to be uh big hood truck, and it's got to be 75 miles an hour everywhere I go. It's got to be it's like
But that's the type of person you can't tell them anything. More power to them. Hey, it's their right, but then don't come in to a restaurant and sit down at the counter full of new drivers and talk that nonsense. I mean, somebody sitting there might have the dream of doing it, and you just shit all over it, you know, and tell them it can't be done, and they might believe it because they see
hmm
you as you've been around for 20 years, you're experienced, you know what you're talking about, even though you're just a loudmouth blowhard that really doesn't, but they don't know the difference,
right.
right? Why not try to build them up and do something constructive rather than that? It's just trucking's so weird, man. Snorlert says can't hurt my feelings. I ain't got no feelings. Oh,
mm,
damn it.
it's a good way to be in business, honestly. Like, um you know make make decisions with your brain. You know
Yep. CJ Hudson says survival of the fit and the fit work. Yeah. Yep. Killian says everybody needs to hear this and taking notes. Oh, gonna catch a ton of crap for it, and I can already hear it. Why should I go out and work harder for less money? How can I go out and work, this and that? Hey, there's a way. You might lose out of 9 out of 10 loads, but guess what? That 10th load, you might meet somebody new. You might find a new connection. You might find somebody in the dock next to you sitting there talking about, hey, where I work, we need a lot of help. They're taking on new guys to help with this account. Uh, that's how I found out about that carrier needing people to help on the Walmart account. Another driver told me. Guess what? I just picked up the phone and called.
hmm
If I hadn't have been there, I never would have known. Or if I'd have sat there and told them, "Oh, Walmart's this and that carrier's trash, and I don't do this and I don't do that," and just listen.
Hmm.
Listen 10 times as much as you talk.
Come on with it's got an idea in there. I think you need to read that one.
Oh, I missed the super chat. Come on, hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, damn it, boy. Bill Beasley says, business idea, line of shifter knobs, brand name Paradigm. Ooh. How many sides on a Paradigm? Or is he talking about two dimes, two 10-cent pieces? A pair of dimes. Come on. I appreciate it, Bill
uh,
Beasley. Thank you.
can we design that shifter knob where it's shaped like a clove of garlic, and then right under it is shaped like a stick of butter? Anybody down for that? We'll put it way up
I'm
here. That
down
way you
with it.
got to stand on your passenger seat to get it up your butt. Hey, come on.
Well, I just put a little trampoline in there, a little bouncy trampoline.
I was
XYZ $5 super chat says, "Hey Cash, do you use the Garmin traffic device with your GPS? If does it work well? If so,
uh yeah. So I do the Bluetooth app. Garmin's got an app on the phone that works through the Bluetooth. I do the live traffic with that, and I mean it works. Last night I was coming into Indianapolis. Some guy had put a truck off in the river, and they had the freeway closed. They was routing us off the freeway to US 40, and live traffic. Garmin was like, "Hey, buddy, we're adding 34 minutes to your route, and you're gonna have to, exit up here," and then it showed me the new route. I think it works pretty good.
do you ever
Um,
see that happen and have to question in your mind whether somebody took the Mississippi truck wash joke a little bit too far?
yeah, he was off. He was off in a ravine. I thought, it's been raining all day. He probably thought it was full of water and said he probably he probably called Flo and said, "Hey Flo, uh, what's my premium looking like these days?" And she said, "Well, it's due next week." And he said, "Well, all right then. I'll holler back at you in
better
a minute."
better get this done tonight.
Uh
Yeah, pretend I never called, Flo.
huh.
Thanks a lot.
Right.
Modular Kid says, DIY and Cash out here preaching. People like to think about the world they want to live in instead of the world we actually live in. Hard work is just that. It's hard.
Mm,
Yeah. And
yeah.
that's not the whole picture, obviously. You know, hard work, working smarter, but then you put the two together, and that's when things really start to happen.
Right.
You know, you're gonna work, you're gonna do some cheap work, but eventually, I'm telling you, uh, if you're asking the right questions and just listening and hearing what people have to say and keep this thing closed and these things open, hey, you'll find your thing. And I can't sit here and tell you what your thing is because everybody's thing is different.
That's what she
It
said.
really is. That's damn right she did. Uh, DYI Simi says work hard, go lift 44 pounds of potatoes. Yeah, we're getting over it. Easy times created weak businesses. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if we're calling it the way it is, if you want easy, just sit on the couch all day. These are true. These things are true. This market will thin the herd. It certainly will, and it certainly is. Um, but go in peace. Don't
you
don't.
you
Sorry.
gonna be on here for a minute?
Yeah, you got to
All
go.
right. Now I got somebody calling me. I need to take this, and then I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll just bring you out here. Just give
All
me
right.
a thumbs up.
Okay.
Let me burn through some comments here. Um, cool trucking. Sorry, I'm late. No notice. Oh man, them doggone notifications. 36 likes, 103 in the chat. Show some love. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Adco says 100. All right. Hot Seat says I've been running for 14 months. Damn it. You're putting the work in. You're putting the work in. It's probably why you're still here. You two, the realest folks in the industry. Eh, I don't know. There's realer. More is realer a word? More real? More realistic people? Damn it, you guys are just too much tonight. Gas man, I appreciate it. $100 super chat. Howdy from Ozona, Texas. Might hit 12K this week, spreading the wealth. Yeah, man. That's what it's all about. It's still possible. You just ain't gonna hit it every week, like we used to. Boy, weren't those the days. Weren't them the days, folks. Holy cow. Um, boy, now I missed it. Lost my place out here. I'm way behind. Only the Lonely says I started throwing tarps last week. Hey, that's putting in the hard work, man. Whew. That's putting in the hard work. Done that. Been there, done that. Man Deep says, yeah, preach it, greasy badger man. Man dip in the jar, diesel. There you go. Robert says, rant, 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 rant. Yeah, I get a little preachy sometimes, but damn it, I've been through all these things, and I know a lot of you have. That's why you're still here. And it's like, I don't, has technology made us soft? Has technology made us think that since there's all this information that things should come for free or come easier, or or like the old-fashioned ways of doing things are outdated and gone? Um, is that the case sometimes? Sometimes I feel like that. And if you're not from a generation where you didn't know anything but that, do you even know? How things used to be. Not saying the old days are better, this and that, but sometimes, some ways, everything old becomes new again. At some point, they say, right? Uh, Hot Seat says my butt hurts, but my trucker feelings don't care. All right. Uh, oh, looks like I'm getting invaded. An intruder. Uh, Big Rigger says, I believe in this day and age of trucking, you need to be flexible and hustle. Yeah, always, man. Always hustling. Hot Seat says, love you too, brother. All right. Telling the truth. What in the hell is this behind me? Oh, you got grease all over your arms.
I fell in a bucket of grease.
Oh, that wasn't grease. We got a grease monkey here behind us. Fake trucking. All right, went and voted today. Jackknife says, I don't move my truck for anything under $8 a mile. Ooh, you moving a lot these days, sir. You moving a lot? Keep pounding. Robert says, got that fire in his belly. That's just a fire sauce from Taco Bell. Grade 8 says, I'd structured my business to capitalize on the lot lizard sweat market. Okay. At what point would you say enough is enough, weekly profit wise? Okay, well, I'm going to pick on you here for a second. And you can't take it personal, right? I'm just using this for an example. At what point do you say enough is enough, weekly profit wise? Don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. Week to week is not even part of the bigger picture. Like, there's weeks. Okay, so let's talk about growing the fleet back. Let's go back to early last year, right? When I'm adding trucks at a regular pace. There was months where I did think about, can I continue this? There was months where I lost $20,000 3 months in a row. Did the thought enter my head to give it up? Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, ooh, pretty soon I might have to borrow money to meet payroll. One of my drivers asked, do you see any? Because I would share it with him. He's like, do you see any light at the end of the tunnel? I'm like, oof, I don't know. But then I'm like, it doesn't matter. That's not the long term thing here, right? And before that, go back to when I was a single truck guy. There's months where I lost money, several months in a row. Things would come up. You get hit by a rash of repairs, right? Or you need some home time. Something bad happens. It's how it is. I guess I never really considered giving it up because I wasn't making enough money. I don't know that ever entered to me over the long term. It probably should have, But if it did, I wouldn't be doing this right here, right now. And not that that's not a valid point. Everybody's got their own situation. Maybe you got 15 kids at home. I know there's a guy in here that's got 9 kids at home. If he started losing money month after month, I imagine that guy would have to say, "Hey, I got 9 kids at home. Something's got to change right now if I'm going to feed them or continue to feed them." Right? So everybody's situation is different, but sometimes, businesses lose money sometimes. You just hope that you can right the ship, and in the good times it more than compensates for it. And it has. I've had some great months. Over the long period it averages out. So it's kind of how it is. It's worrying about week to week. I would say maybe losing sight of the bigger picture. Now, if you're saying, okay, over the course of 52 weeks of a year, uh, how much do I have to average in order to make it worth it? I never really probably considered that either. I went through probably long stretches of time where I would have made more as a company driver, but it just wasn't my goal. It wasn't what I wanted to be or do. I guess to say it's not about the money is not true, but I think I always kind of knew that. Maybe because of my background, I come from farming, and you're used to not making money. Sometimes you're used to working long, hard hours, and sometimes you just don't make any money. But you don't really consider giving it up because it's what you do. And I've probably learned at a very young age and got good with handling money, so I've never really been severely financially strapped, except for back in 2016. I went through a rough period there for a little bit. Uh, had lost a job, had a family member die, went through all that, blew an engine, all at the same time. So, it was a rough stretch there, but we got through it. And the bigger picture, factor just kind of keeps me going. And that's going to be different for everybody, like depending on your financial stresses. It's not that I don't worry about money or I'm concerned about it, um, but even more so going forward, all the time I'm convinced keep doing the right things and putting yourself in the right position, and you'll get through it. It's subject to change. Things can always change. This economy is messed up, man. It really is. But then you just got to keep doing even all the more right things and doing them harder and more of them and determination. Um, Bait Truck says, "Oh, and let me finish there. So if I went through a whole year and made less than a company driver, I still wouldn't care. I still wouldn't. And it's nothing against being a company driver. It's just I still believe over the long term of 20 years that I'm better off doing this than that. So I don't know. Just for some reason, I started, a while back thinking more long term and not getting as caught up in the day to day things. And I think part of the reason for that is just listening to people that ran businesses, kind of thinking about it and taking it to heart. You ever think, if I'd have known then what I know now, or if I'd have only listened? I guess I have the hindsight in benefiting that I did listen. I don't know why. No different than any other young person. Just things kind of stuck with me, and I listened. I have no idea why, but I'm glad, you know. And my wife has a big part in that. She keeps me pretty grounded. She will she will straighten me right out. Jackknife TV says, "How about this? Look at what JB Hunt is doing. You got to offer more than just a truck. You got to offer a solution, and trust me, you can do better than JB Hunt." Yeah, yeah. We talked about a little bit about that, and you're exactly right. Like, what do they say? If you can't beat them, join them. I like to say, if you think you can do better, go do better, because you can. You can. But like, consistency is the key. Consistency is hard. It's hard to, you know, keep yourself. We get on here and tell jokes, and one could make the case that gets a little bit inconsistent. But guess you got to have a little bit of fun, and a little bit of humor. Consistency is hard, but in business, it's you really have to be that way, and that's hard too. Cool Truckin' says, hit the like button, folks. Best advice ever. You ready to come back in, Cash? There he
We
is.
there? We there?
There he
Can
is.
you can you hear me?
We're hurry. I'm trying to catch up on some comment. Just went on another diatribe there. JD Jeff says, "Oh, I literally saw a bag of brown ran over and was thinking I'm just paranoid, but guess it is. Yeah, it is. It's everywhere now." Jackknife says, CNS in Springfield, Mass. I've seen guys dump bags of trash on the ground instead of walking down to the dumpster they provide. If you're nice to the security, they'll let you stay there. Ugh. We're gonna ruin it everywhere, man. You think we ain't got parking now? All we gotta do is keep doing that. Let's hold each other accountable. If you're seeing people do that, obviously don't put yourself in danger. But yeah.
What are you saying? Smack them upside the back of the head with a piece of wood?
With the bag that they threw on the ground.
Ooh. You're saying pick it up with a stick and then when they close their curtain, softly and gently set it on their windshield wipers?
How about just throw it vigorously at their windshield?
Oh, okay.
And hope the bag don't break open mid toss, get you in the back of the head.
Oh.
All right, I have no choice but to skip a few comments. I'm sorry about that, but I am so far behind. People are gonna start to yell at me. All right. DYSME says, tell them, told you so. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Shop Piece says, like DIY always says, know your worth. That ain't me. That's another guy. That's another guy. I actually probably have some different advice, but that's okay. Adco says, got to figure out a way to get it done. Absolutely. Cool Truckin' says, look, guys, things are normal now. The high rates a year ago was an abortion. I just can't handle the lies and deceit. I try and stand on my word, but that's not the norm in this industry. No, you're right. This is more normal than that was. Just the fuel prices and the inflation is eating our lunch right now.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, the inflation's a big one right now. I mean, a $200 an hour shop rates at some of these truck dealerships right now is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jackknife TV says, I know guys that strictly run only the point and click load boards and they wonder why they're hurting. Yeah, and then the new one coming along, this what the heck is it called? Truck Smarter? Is that where they consolidate the load boards?
Mm-hmm.
It's just another one, and they're doing the same damn thing. Don't use it. It's garbage loads. It's the leftover loads. Go ahead.
I will give you my opinion on that. They are a crap company. The people you deal with, they reached out to me. They said, hey, if you make a video about this, if it gets traction, we'll pay you. Very vague. I mean, it's just how they are, and I did a video about it, and then I got like 200 people to sign up. I said, hey, let's talk. Oh, well, we're not doing that anymore. I'm like, oh, you bag of shit. So yeah. Truck Smarter it's garbage company for garbage people. I got to go back and take that video down. Just Trucking can keep promoting them, but I won't.
Make a video telling people the truth about it. They're a garbage company. If I ever found out that like Fuel Ox or MUDFLAP was doing stuff like that, I'd call them on it.
Yeah.
It's like, but they got to behave right. And guess what? These click and goes, guys, this information is being used against you. It is one of the biggest pieces of information being used against you right now, and people still like run towards it because it's easier or it's more convenient. Guess what? It's contributing to this whole situation that you don't like.
Yes.
Like that is something we actually do have the power to change. Is the click and goes.
I've been strongly against click and go for like 2 years now. just have horrible luck with them. And it's like, you screw me over once, shame on you. You screw me over twice, I'm gonna take a meat cleaver to your nutsack. Like,
Yes.
I'm
I'm gonna
pretty
take a
strict
wingtip
about it.
Red Wing to the goonch.
I got a rubber mallet, a frozen stick of butter, and a clove of garlic, and I'm coming over at 7 o'clock. I'm
Yes.
doing this damn thing.
And you know, and goes, go on there and just place a bunch of ridiculous bids all the time and just keep doing it because they're compiling that information. Um, and then every time you adjust your bid, adjust it upwards instead of downwards. Like just totally f their algorithms up. But the best thing to
Uh,
do is just delete them from your phone and don't even
right.
open them. Like I
Yeah.
usually find better rates other places anyway. Um, but whatever. But it's actually hurting us. But
Yeah.
we continue to do it. Uh, Adco's got to get to work. Hey, you can listen while working, sir. I know
That's
you
right.
can. I know you can do it. Skinny Peter says, "What's this show about?"
Hmm.
It's about having that grit, determination. It's about getting her done.
It's about two sexy beefcake truck drivers helping you make more money and be more efficient, Skinny.
Yeah, caring about your feelings. Well, kind
Mm,
of, kind of, kind of not really. Shopfee says the two owner operators at the company I'm leased on to sold their trucks last week. Said ain't no money in it, no mo. But they're looking for company jobs. Yeah,
yeah.
like that's ironic. So the company can make enough to pay you, but you can't make enough to pay yourself. Right? That's like same company, same amount of money. It's like admitting that they're just better at it than I am, which is
Yeah.
probably why they are where they are. Right?
Yeah. No shame in
Instead, we
that.
could say, hey, I'm going to study this company, see what they do, start doing things like they do. Maybe they run 100 Freightliner Cascadias, and I'm sitting here with a W9 getting 4.5 miles a gallon, but yet
Well,
I know more than them, so I have to
I
give it
mean,
up.
yeah, I had to do that at one point in time, and the company I went to work for, I got in there a little bit and I saw how they did it. Every truck was fuel efficient with an APU on it, and every terminal had underground tanks, and they was dropping fuel 5,000 gallons at a time and saving big money. And I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, that's where they're making up all the money they're paying me. I got it.
Yeah, yeah,
And drop trailers everywhere. That's worth money. When
and
you've got the capital to go buy 5,000 extra trailers and drop them all over the country.
I know we make jokes like stuff, and I mean sit here hating on hood trucks and stuff all the time, but like it's reality. You gotta admit like it's hurting right now. 5 miles a
Yeah.
gallon is painful, but you can do something about that, right? You got to realize like you can fix that. If it's your pride keeping you from doing it, well, hey, then that's okay, but you got to live with that. Uh, it's like there's a new sheriff in town, and it's fuel mileage.
Yeah.
But the good news is you can do something about that.
And by new,
It might hurt a little bit in the short term because you might lose a little bit of money in the transaction, but over the long term, hey, I don't think we see. I think we see probably $8 a gallon before we see $2 a gallon again.
yeah.
I would have to, in my estimation.
When you say new sheriff in town, you mean like circa 1999, or like
Eh,
minimum 2006, 7, and 8. Like, um, yeah, no, I mean, I get what you're saying.
it's reality. It's just reality, right? It's not bagging on somebody or telling somebody they're stupid. It's just the reality of 5.50 a gallon at 5 miles per gallon.
well, I mean,
The math don't care about what we think about it. The math is the math.
I mean, fuel cost out in PA right now, over $7 a gallon. So,
Right.
um, you know, that's a staunch reality.
It's a slap right across the face reality, isn't it?
Yes, most certainly.
No, Nomadic Brit says, can we start from the beginning? We cannot, but you can. You sure can. Jonathan wants to know, are we tricking or treating? Why can't we do both at the same time? That's all I'm saying. Jeepers. Am I getting help?
Is there a snake in your foyer?
Yeah, its name is Fate Trucking.
Oh, attack, pup, attack. Go for the gooch.
Lost my place a little bit.
671. Fuel is 671 at the Flying J in Fontana right now, if anybody was wondering.
Damn. Yeah. It's on the uptick. You know, tomorrow's election. No, tomorrow or the next day. Wait, what is today? Where am I? What's my name? The 2nd is election day, right?
The 8th.
Is it?
Next Tuesday, right?
I don't know.
I thought it
Could
was
be
always
right.
on a Tuesday.
It is, but isn't it tomorrow? No, you're right. It's next Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what happens next day after that? I don't look for anything to get significantly better, but markets react. They do. Once again, thanks guys for the super chats. Appreciate it. Fate Trucking, Snorlord, Killians. Is trick or trucking a thing? In the back row, I believe it is. In the back row. Smash the like button.
Used to be a thing.
Oh. Cool Trucking, by the way, still waiting for that phone call. You got me. You got me. You are. I'm sorry. I forget.
636 a gallon out in Carlisle, Pennsylvania at the Petro right now.
Mm-hmm. Only the Lonely wants to know if you're getting paid to wear that hat.
Me?
Yes. Is that a sponsor?
No, I wear this under my own wants and needs.
Okay.
But hey, whatever. I mean, if somebody wants to sponsor it, I'll take it.
Yep. WCF Invader, appreciate it again. Super chat. Snorler's been having decent luck out of Georgia. All right. Mark Ely says 729 for diesel. The heck with me running. I know an idiot who said he wants to see $10 a gallon. What a meat stick. Mark Ely, I believe that meat stick was you. How's that working? You standing by that? You sticking with the $10 a gallon thing?
Any regrets on that?
Yeah. TBT says, evening, everyone. Skylar says, how much to lease that gray Mac? I don't know. I've been driving it a little bit here and there. I thought I had somebody in it, but I haven't heard back from them. I don't know. I guess if they don't follow through, then it could be open. Daddy's Belt says, I just deal with grain brokers. Hopper seems more laid back than anything else. It's a good time of year for Hopper Bottom. It's harvest time. King FEMA. Yeah. Who would want $10 a gallon? Fabulous Egg Hole Holdings offensive coordinator TV. That's right.
You know what'd be a good time for right now?
What's that?
Cashing in on some recruiting bonuses.
Ooh. I need a deal. Where can I get a deal for recruiting?
Yeah. That's what I'm working on right now.
Okay. Barry says, looks like Swift lost their contract with Walmart. Werner is pulling the Walmart goods out of Brundage. They still got the contract in Sterling, Illinois. I see them there all the time. And yeah.
They fluctuate occasionally.
Mark Ely says, "How are the carriers paying 70 cents a mile? I just don't see it." I don't either. There's something going to have to give. Um, you know, sooner or later. How do you think it's going to go over when they come to all the drivers and ask them to take a cut and pay? I mean, hey, fuel surcharge. We keep creeping higher and higher. We get surcharge on your empty miles.
Right.
Um,
That's a good point.
and your Chicago companies, the one the usual suspects. They'll just find some new shady crap to pull, or just bring in more overseas money.
Yeah. I mean, most of that's a laundering anyway, isn't it? It's not really a legit business.
Ooh, I have no knowledge of that. I don't even know what is laundering. I don't know anything about that.
TA Ontario currently $6.66 a gallon.
Dang. Nomadic Brit says, "I'm power only Schneider tanker, done well for 7 years." Yeah. With both feet doing that power only also.
Way to
Killian
be.
Strucking says, "If you could make it with $10 a gallon on diesel, how could you not afford to pay a driver 70 cents a mile? I'm confused." It's all very confusing. Killian says 129 people, only 61 likes. I just don't get it.
Mm.
It's hard work. Cool
Well,
Trucking says,
people
sorry.
listening, if people are driving and listening, you don't want them fumbling with a like button,
Yeah.
But
You can always
but
come
if you
back later and do that.
but if you're not driving, I recommend you take your left hand and you grab your right hand by the wrist and pull your thumb out of your ass and hit the like button.
That's a lot of steps.
Well, you got to talk them through it, They're sitting over there, all the way up in there,
If you cough
check,
real hard, won't it come out on its own?
checking for polyps and whatnot.
Cool Trucking says, "In the 90s, when I first started as an owner operator, I was excited to lease on for 80 cents a mile." Yeah, I remember those days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember when everything kind of ticked over $1 a mile, and then it just kind of stuck there for the past 20 years.
And
How did
there's
that
some
work?
still like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody in the chat saying hi to themselves. Here we go. Somebody's looking for a job, or a driver. Grade 8 Transportation's looking for a company driver who lives in South Dakota or very near. So if anybody lives in South Dakota or very near, hit up Grade 8 Transportation. Definitely do that. If you want to put an email or something there, Grade 8, you're welcome to. Paul Harris says, "Cash is still using MySpace."
That's
Ooh.
right. That's right.
Killian Strucken just got himself a company driver. Elon might bring back Vine. I don't know what that is.
It's like it's like a shorts TikTok type thing. It was like a video out for like 30-second videos.
Mm,
It was
okay.
hot for about 2 days.
Yeah. Bench Truckin knows what the deal is. He says, "What's Vine? You kids and your crazy apps." I agree. CJ says, "Still take UPS over FedEx Ground any day." Okay. By the way, anybody, Cash was talking about his Fuel Ox order. I do have the testing information now. If anybody wants it, I can email it to you. Some independent tests on all the different products. Just email me, DIYSimi@yahoo.com. I can send it over to you. I can send you what I got. Yeah, Old School says TQL is paying detention on both ends for that. Ooh, I hope so.
$150 for 2 days of waiting. Come on.
Ooh, that's not enough.
I'm joking.
I know. Modular Kid says, "Luck is being prepared when an opportunity presents itself." That's there's a lot of truth to that. It's like people say, it's funny, the harder I work, the luckier I get. Right?
I like that. Is that trademarked? Can I put that on a t-shirt?
Just like with every other saying that everybody's stealing from me. Trucking don't care about your feelings. Come on with it. Ain't no feeling like trailer mobiling.
Whoa. Come on with it.
No, you go way back. Go way back to the early days. Yours
Come
was
on.
damn it boy. Yours was hashtag damn it boy, and mine was come on with it.
Come on with it's been like from
No, I claimed it.
1995. Come on.
That's right. That's right. I
Ah,
invented it in 1994.
yeah, I'll see you in court on that one.
Kevin Cooley says you guys are talking to at least half of the drivers and owner operators out there don't even have a high school education. So you might be able to get 50% of them to think on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's worth, hey, it's worth the effort, right? Help somebody. I don't know. Driving John says because of the way my truck is geared, I would never get the 12th gear if I couldn't go over 60 miles an hour. Yeah, but you might be okay. You'd probably be in, your direct drive gear, but you'd be turning a hell of a lot of RPM, so that would defeat that. With both feet says fuel ox kicks ass. I got a case of somebody else's order with mine. I called them so they could resend the other guy his stuff and send me a return label to send this back. They said just keep it. Damn it, boy! I hope it was a big order.
Yeah, no kidding.
We don't need more rules. We need better driving schools. Hard to argue with that. Barry Harbison says DIY consulting. That would be a good service. Well, Barry Harbison, it just so happens in one of my membership levels, I offer such a thing. If anybody
Tell me
wants that
more.
1
me
hour a
more.
month, and I don't really keep track of time. The DIY all access membership level gives you just such an event. Should somebody be interested? I think I
Sweet.
missed a super chat here. Let me go back. Let me go. Oh, come on with it. It says, I told you I was your son. Oh, damn it. I don't know. How old are you? And plus, if you're over 18, I might acknowledge it, but I'm not really looking to go back and pay 17 years of child support.
Oh, they can still hit you with it. There's no statute of limitations on child support, is there?
That's the equivalent to murder. Damn it, boy.
Yeah.
Lost my place now. Got to scroll back. Okay, here we go. Schools are doing what they do. Companies need to train better. That's for sure. And letting people pull doubles with no CDL, they bear responsibility in this. Letting trucking companies that are knowingly selling CDLs continue to operate. There's some culpability there.
Well, and the testing is in on it too. In Minnesota, you can go into the DMV and they got the damn written test in 8 different languages. And how does that compute to when you get out here on the road? The road signs not in 8 different languages. The road signs are in 1 language. And also the states are in on it a little bit too, because in Maryland now you can get a CDL with nothing but a straight line back on the test. There's no
What?
Yeah, there's no 90-degree back, and there's no parallel parking on the test. It literally, you back up about 100 feet straight line back between some cones and stamper approved, baby. She's on the road.
There's no hope.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Oh, I lost my place here. Sorry if I missed some. Cool Trucking says God first. There you go. Paul Harris says, what about using a bank to get your cash out of the truck for investments? Example, Bank of America has an equipment leasing division. I'm pulling 2015 dry van that the lien holder is BA. I guess I don't quite understand.
Bank of America. He's talking about for equipment prices fall. Go take out a loan on your equipment.
I don't know. I really
wouldn't
like
recommend
operating paid for equipment.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
why go pay the interest? It's like you're going to pay 15% interest on a loan just so you can capture a little bit of it's like it's going to be a wash, I think.
And that adds risk. I mean,
Yeah.
it gets bad enough where you feel like you have to shut her down. It's a lot easier to shut her down with no payment than it is with a payment.
Yeah, you
It's
walk away with a little something instead of owing Bank of America $20,000 on a $8,000 trailer.
there you go. Yep. Modular Kid says, don't let your emotions get in the way of your money. I feel that in my soul. There you go. Trucking with Diabetes, $100 super chat. Appreciate that.
Everybody
Everybody
subscribe.
subscribe to that channel. We need to get Cash monetized on a second channel. He's putting in the work of like 5 channels. He's doing his channel.
Yeah.
He's doing Trucking with Diabetes. He's a regular on this channel. Like,
Yeah.
he needs to have at least 100,000 subscribers on one of them.
Yeah, yeah. A video every day. A video every day.
Who else does that? Honestly, for your entertainment value. We need to start getting this man paid. He needs to be
Yeah.
paid for what he does.
For sure.
Careful, storms coming into the northwest. Have your traction devices. Okay. Paul Harris says, is that pay to play? Only in the back row. Only in the back row.
Come on with it.
Hot Seat says, diesel. I need diesel.
Oh.
Mark M, appreciate it. Super chat. Yeah, channel memberships available. All kind of things.
Mm-hmm. Now I went with that bottom tier, and
That's all right.
I expect at least a little hand play. I'm just saying.
Adco says, all of this has made me slow down a lot. Hey, slowing down is free. It's the quickest way and the freest way to save money. I'll tell you that.
Yep. That's why I'm going to run a test. I'm going to run an entire week at 60 mile an hour. I really committed to 61, 62 mile an hour. Like I was drafting off the prime trucks in the first quarter of this year. And even it being a cold quarter, my IFTA was 8.65. So it's like instant return.
Yeah. Carlos says low cost of operation is key to surviving. Yeah, it damn sure helps. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Cool Truckin' says 7 or 8 years ago I would have danced naked in the street for $3 a mile. Isn't that the truth? Like 7 or 8 years ago, you would have never even thought $3 a mile was possible on a dry van load. You would think nobody's ever gonna pay that. You're out of your mind. Then all of a sudden you're seeing like $8, $9 a mile on dry van loads, and then we're expected it to be normal. I'm like,
right.
Whoa, anybody knows this can't last. Driving with John says, y'all hating on Facebook, but you could get paid on Facebook. 2 more income on one video. Just saying. Don't shame the side hustle. Ooh. Yeah. Sounds like a lot of work. Right up my alley.
I don't like Mark Zuckerberg. I don't want that son bitch getting a cut of nothing I do.
I think he's a robot.
I don't consort with the robot varieties. If I ever meet him, I'm going to whip it out and I'm going to piss right on him. And when sparks go flying everywhere, I'm going to say, "You're damn right, I told you so."
You heard it here first, folks. He's going to piss on Mark Zuckerberg. And his mama.
That's my solution to have problems in life. Just whip it out and piss on it.
There you go. Like isn't that what Gallagher used to do? Wasn't that his gig?
Very similar.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Very similar.
Come on with it. It says business idea line of shifter knobs, brand name Paradigm. Ooh, thank you for a super chat. Appreciate it. Mark M says, well, when fuel was $3 a gallon and shop rates were double digits, yeah, it was good money back in the day.
True that.
Mark Ely says, I just booked 3 loads in PA tomorrow for 47 miles, $550, 63 miles, $550, and 77 miles, $550. It sucks, but hey, it pays. Hey, if that's nothing wrong with that. You're making money. It's a good way to make money.
Are you able to do all 3 of those in one day?
That's a good day.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
It's a damn good day. Lawrence says, when I mentioned 250 a mile, I'm laughed off the phone now. Just, don't let it discourage you, man. Just keep on doing it. Just keep it up.
Right. Acknowledge your value.
Well, yeah, definitely. You'll hit on something. I mean, it's I know it's discouraging. Like you get hung up on 100 times, and then that one time, a guy will see like, you know what? I like you. That's pretty reasonable. I get these every week. Here you go. Um, it can take 2 weeks. It can take 20 years. That ain't a great answer. It's not a great solution for today. XYZ, appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Justin says, I'm not boasting, but I'm extremely profitable at 2.25 to 250 a mile, paid off truck and 8+ miles per gallon. Can net you good money. Take advantage when times are good and get out of debt. Am I right, Cash? Ooh, he wants to know right from the cash, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sorry. Text message coming in. Come on, wait. It says, when times get going gets tough, the tough get going. Ooh, that's a great 90s song. Who the heck was that? Ah, man, who sang that song? Can't remember.
When was this from?
It's in the 90s. I'm not about to start singing it.
Reaganomics Lamborghini?
Never heard of that, to be honest with you.
That just sounded like an 80s thing to me.
Matthew Miller in the house. Thanks for coming in. Adco says, you might not be able to make it like I'm doing it, but it's a little too late to do the right thing now. It's another country song. Yeah. They just hit. I feel like sometimes people just hit us with song lyrics, and it makes for a good chat.
Well, like I always said, sucking on a chili dog outside the tasty freeze.
Oh, Mark M says, for how much I paid Flo, I didn't even get a happy ending. Oh, jeepers. Oh, jeepers.
They sent that boy Jamie over to get it, didn't they? You thought you was getting Flo, you got Jamie.
That's right.
That's a bummer.
Half the chats you're reading I can't even find on here. Ooh, I'm skipping some. A lot of people just saying hi to each other, and I'm trying to catch up. What's with the Badgers? You need to go to coach them on the way of the world. I haven't watched a single game this year. It just kind of, I don't know. I've completely lost interest in pro football. Did they lose again? Did they lose this weekend?
They didn't beat Rutgers 31-0. Golden Gophers did, though.
Oh. All right. Mark Ely says I'd give my left nut for $15K a week again.
Call me, Mark. Wow. I'll cut a deal with you. I got some Chinese buyers, and how do you feel about the right one in a package deal?
Oh man. Oh, I missed this. TBT super chat $9.99. Appreciate it. So just went to add another endorsement on my license. They asked what language I would need to take the test. How is that even an option? Like with federal law, how is that even an option? It's a
Hey,
oh, I gotta
start doing this thing what you do where you like totally ignore the super chats for like 10 to 15 because you get a lot more than I do.
I'm just behind. I'm sorry. I'm being rude. I know. No, I want to address this right here. 69girls.xyz. It's a new hot site with the girls. Make sure to use my promo code DIY Semi when you get there.
Let me tell you a better website than that one.
Okay. All right.
CashesKingTrucking.com.
Can I get a promo code on there?
Hell, just click it. You don't even need a promo code. Just click it.
Okay. Click it a bunch of times.
Uh-huh.
Gary Bates, appreciate it. $1 super chat. 2 times. 2 times. Come on with it with another one. Diane sitting on Jackie's lap, got his hands between her knees.
Bounce, bounce.
Profane. I was watching Coal Miner's Daughter last night with Sissy Spacek, and I got interrupted to come do a chat with you, but that was turning into be a good movie. I'd never seen a young Tommy Lee Jones before.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I guess he was just about as annoying back then.
Jackie say, "Hey Diane, let's run off behind the shade tree."
How far are we gonna go with this?
I dribble off those
I mean,
Bobby Brooks slacks. Now do what I please.
I could bring freight trucking in here and just wipe out the whole audience. If that's what we're looking to do. He's right in my living room. I could go get him.
Hey, ooh yeah, life goes on
Oh man. Oh
long
man.
after the thrill of living is gone.
That's right. He's way behind. Yes, I am. Gas man, appreciate you. $100 super chat from Ozona, Texas. Gonna hit 12 kilos this week, not 12 grand. Ozona, Texas. I'm guessing he's bringing back 12 kilos. That's good money, but that load pays good.
Yeah, we're talking 10 a key wholesale.
Yes, there's a section off a piece of your fuel tank.
Probably getting 1,500 on the transport of that. Like, yeah, that's good money.
It's a good way to double up. Robert B says this market will thin the herd and my hair. Come on.
Get you a hat, come and go, baby.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Gary Bates says their school appointment is tomorrow. Who are we talking about there? Oh, the new driver. Okay. Glitter Daddy's daddy says, who you gonna give that to, Mark Ely? Oh, probably the Glitter Daddy. I'm gonna say the Glitter Daddy. Snake in the house. Yeah, a while back we had a snake in the house during the live stream.
Yeah, you're like almost an hour behind on comments right there.
But I thought I was almost to the bottom though. That's what she said. John says, be careful hurting feelings. You might get canceled. Canceled, schmanceled. Might happen. Might not. Entitlement, laziness, lack of business sense, main reasons for failure in any business. Actually, statistically, I'll give you the number one cause for failure in a business is lack of capital. Lack of cash and lack of capital is, I believe, the number one reason. But yes, other things, those are contributing factors. No, it's just fate with a cool hat. Chicken Hawk says, I'm an emotional bunt cake. Just saying. Oh, man. Fate trucking into his house, literally. Yeah, he's out there in the living room with my wife. Should I be worried about that?
No.
And my dog.
Not worry about that.
Yeah.
He texted me and said he had got grease all over your concrete floor out there. So he was waiting on you to come clean it up for him.
Yeah, that's what I do. Clean up his messes all day. That's what we do. George Wilson says, happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Trucking with MC in the house. What is this? I'm dating a doctor who is talking of making me a house husband. Ooh, damn it, MC Transportation. You take that. You take that ball and run with it. Ain't nothing like being a house husband. That's what I strive for in life.
Wait. I'm a good agent here. Call me. Let me work out a deal for you. We need to get a prenups. We need to figure out, number one, what kind of doctor is she? You know, like that's the first thing we know. Is she a proctologist?
I'm guessing she's Dr. McGillicuddy.
Okay.
Ooh, with both feet. All about that wisdom. So sometimes, let me say this like Jack Handy. Sometimes the bricks that make your foundation cost very little. Sometimes they cost you more than you think you can pay. How solid your foundation is, it's up to you. How'd I do?
Who's Jack Candy?
You remember Saturday Night Live? Jack Handy? What was it? What was the segment? Positive Reformations? No, Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. Never mind. Mark M says, I wish you was heard what you was saying 6 years ago. I didn't have a microphone back then. Know what I'm saying? Come on with it. Says
I-
work equals mass times force times distance or something like that.
I had a microphone 6 years ago. I was always going, "Come on with it."
Ah. Hey, take the mic for a minute. I got to step out for just a second.
All right, where we at on comments? Hey, look at there, $50 bill from Jerome Jones, DIY. If you're looking for someone to be a yard switcher, let's talk. Okay. I don't know where that was at. He was doing yard switching. I don't think it was local to him though. I have no idea. Where is this? Where's this comment at? Jeez Louise. I have no idea where at comments. I'll tell you what, I'll just skip down. We'll look at some of them down here. Oh, I'm way behind then. There's a new site for girls. Anybody interested? Anybody interested? There's Jerome Jones. I think we're down here somewhere. Gary Bates says big money. Billy Ocean. Fake Trucker says the shop is a mess. Sorry, DIY. Broom what? Clean up and get her done. Come on, John Candy. Oh, okay. I thought he said John Handy. I know who John Candy is. I know who John Candy is.
Yeah.
Is that what you was talking about, John Candy?
No, Jack Handy. Jack Handy. Did I miss a super chat?
Yes, Jerome Jones.
Jerome Jones, a fine individual. I apologize for that, Jerome. Whoa, my computer's going a little nuts there. If you're looking for someone to be a yard switcher, let's talk. I just kind of did it because they needed somebody to fill in, to be honest with you. Their boy called in sick or something for like 3 weeks in a row now. I've had a couple drivers. Fate Trucking did it one weekend.
You're going to have to hit them with a big price for that so they stop asking you to do it.
Is it worth what they're paying us? Not really. It is an information. I'll tell you that. Got some good information out of them and more insight into their inner workings. A little bit. Driving with John says, very creepy guy in your house, but you don't seem to care. It's cause for concern. It's cause for concern. Sonny in the house says, hope I didn't miss much of the show. You missed it all. You best go back to the beginning. All the good stuff. Well,
you ever worry about waking up in the night and he just standing over you, stroking his goatee? Hello?
I relatively harmless at the time. Did I zone out there for a second?
I don't know if that was me or you, but I was talking about, does it feel creepy when he's waking, you wake up and he's standing over top of you, stroking his goatee?
The first time it was a little weird. I'm not going to lie. Nomadic Brit says, life throws you curveballs, but it's how you deal with it. It makes you the person that you are. Yeah. Jeff says, I saw a few loads from XPO for under $1 a mile. Yep. Just pass them right up.
Are they going where you need to go?
When somebody calls me with something like that, I say, it sounds like you need to buy your own trucks and move your own freight. Because you ain't got no trucks. I got the truck. Go get your own truck. Mark Ely says, right now I'm probably making less than a company driver. I am cool. Back in July, had 35 grand a month. August 8K, September 12K. Opportunity. Well, the opportunity was there. It did not pass you by. So good for you. Sean Fairman, who's your potato king? Yeah. The state bird. Ooh, George Wilson says there is no fuel shortage. He says there's tankers in the Gulf of Mexico doing circles. They won't let them in to offload. Same up in the Puget Sound. Ooh, I don't know about that. Or I did not know. I don't know nothing about that. I tell you. Spiro B says the more miles you drive every month, the lower the cost per mile. Simple math. Yes, on your fixed costs, definitely. Your variable costs, some yes, some no. Sonny says I still made money only using Convoy before I switched up, but barely. Nothing like right now. Okay. They're using that information against you, dog. Just saying.
Yeah.
MC Transportation says, "What is Click and Go?" It's the apps, the app based freights where you can only book on the app, like Uber, Convoy. Who's some of them other ones? Transfix, JB Hunt. There's a lot of them. A lot of them out there. Some of them are not pure Click and Go. Like Coyote has a Click and Go, but you don't have to use it that way. I have a Coyote rep I use. Robinson has a Click and Go, but you can also have a rep. You can call in. Hot Rod Dave says Happy Halloween. Isn't it weird how we wish everybody Happy Halloween, but then we like try to scare the shit out of each other? Like, Happy Halloween. Hope you're scared to death. Seems weird. Adco says I deleted Convoy after they screwed me. What is this? Were you saying that your mom more of a woman than a guy, according to that pic, makes you wonder? What? I don't understand. Adco says, thanks all you super chatters. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, Ryan Brandenburg says, I'm here, you may begin. You're going to have to go back to the beginning, my friend. Oh, you missed it all. A company can run a truck cheaper. In some ways, yes, and in some ways, no. To be perfectly honest with you. I ran equipment a lot cheaper before I had other people doing it. And they pay, a lot more things. They can spread that out. They have a lot more bureaucracy. Yes, volume discounts are real. I can have a lower cost per mile than they can. In the last post you read of mine, the word was apparition, not abortion. Damn predictive text. I was hoping. I was wondering about that. You don't usually talk like that. People with APUs like myself save big money on fuel in my 2019 Cascadia X15. There you go. Adco says, I can fix it. You don't get it. I will be done. I hope not. I hope not. I don't want to see that happen. Rather like you. Rather like having you around. I ran a $4,000 load and spent over $2,500 on fuel. But I guess what I'm saying is, what? I don't know your situation. I'm just throwing this out there theoretically. Like, is there something stopping you from, getting out of that truck and into a different one? I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, can you undo that deal with that truck and get into, a truck that would theoretically save you 50% of what you're paying in fuel right now? I guess that's what we're getting at here. Maybe there's a reason you can't. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Today is 10/31. Yes, it is. A fistful of dollars. I'm glad I pay $4.60 in fuel. That ain't bad on fuel right now. Ooh, my dog is taunting Hot Rod Dave's dog. Nice. She ain't nothing to be scared of. Cool trucking is the scare of diesel running out is a preemptive excuse for fuel going to $10 a mile. I think it means $10 a gallon, but yeah, I can't argue with that. The 7th, it's a Tuesday. Okay, for election day. All right. Feels like businesses are waiting to invest until after the elections.
7th is a Monday.
Let me look.
Yeah, election day's the 8th.
Yeah. Okay. I don't see it going to $10. Yeah, you don't know. If you're a communist, voting day is on the 9th. Come on. Drivers will walk before a pay cut. Yeah, and then what? Then what do you do? They created that issue. The companies did. Um, yeah, Mark. Fuel is supposed to be cheap now before the elections. There's literally no reason for it to get cheaper anytime soon. Well, if you notice, gas is not going up like diesel is. Because the consumer generally only pays for gas. So they want to keep them blind, and happy. After the election, could you look for gasoline to spike through the roof because it's being held? So people don't notice. Just a question. What do you think, Cash?
Why?
Well, I don't know. Do you have anything you have to do? Or am I keeping you?
No, I was texting. I didn't hear the last question.
Oh. Cool Truckin' says my wife got offered 80 cents a mile about a month ago. Damn it. That is cheap. It's who counts the votes that matters.
Company?
Yeah, that's what's. No, that'd be owner operator.
Oh, damn it.
There you go. Grade 8 transportation's looking for a company driver in South Dakota. It's matt77folkman@gmail.com. Send him all of your, all the pictures you think he would like to see of various activities, and call it good. Come on with it. Once again, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Mark Ely says got a 6th grade education, but a PhD in trucking. Come on. Cool Trucking likes the fuel ox. Okay, driving with John likes the fuel ox. Good deal. All right. Spread the word. Spread the word. Why do they still allow farmers to drive their vehicles without CDLs? I think they need to change that to require CDL for all tractor trailers and heavy trucks, because it ain't about safety. It's ultimately about money. Clinton says the CDL talk will end swift. Look, they need self-funded insurance and new drivers. They got the bonuses for days. I lost track of what we were talking about there. 70 cents does not have the purchasing power of 55 cents 2 years ago. That's true. But I mean, as a trucking company, the piece of the pie doesn't really change all that much over time. When something increases in price, you got to find new ways to slice the pie. And that wage piece got to be too big of a piece of that pie over the last couple of years. You can't make future promises based on a temporary, artificial, drastic rise in freight prices that everybody knows is not going to last. You made a long-term promise based on that. It's going to have to change. It's not sustainable.
I agree and disagree with that. Like,
okay,
yeah, they're paying 70 cents a mile, but like you said, that 70 cents a mile was worth 55 cents 2 years ago. So, it's like, if you ask your drivers to take a pay cut off of the better wage you're paying them, because basically it just caught up with inflation a little bit. It's all it did. They kind of prepaid the inflation. I think if they ask them to go backwards, you're going to see a lot of companies going out of business.
Yeah,
a lot of guys can't afford to go back to 55 cents. I mean, what's the point of being on the road for 55 cents a mile? When what's 55 worth in today's money?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, but it's the reality. If the money ain't there, they can't pay it. I'm not saying people should stick around for. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying,
right. That's what
the
I'm
money
saying.
if the money ain't there, it ain't there. What do you do?
Be like go out of business because drivers ain't gonna,
Well, to a certain extent, it needs to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary Bates.
Of course.
Go ahead.
Of course, drivers, they'll stick around at Western Express for 2 years making dog shit. So maybe they'll stick around. You cut their pay. Hell, I'd just keep cutting the pay until they. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
at some point, it's what the drivers will put up with.
it's they had to raise it over the last couple of years because it was hard to get drivers because there's money all over the place. It's supply and demand too, like anything else. When sometimes drivers
Right.
are needed bad and sometimes they're not. Sometimes you got to pay up, sometimes you don't. It's every profession is like that.
Mhm.
George Wilson says only eat the green bananas because the more yellow they get, the sugar gets way too high. All right. Health tip from
Yeah,
one George Wilson. I don't know.
yeah. I would recommend you just don't eat bananas.
Don't eat the nanners.
Not if you're worried about sugar.
Mm-hmm.
I
Big
mean,
Daddy Crypto says he hauled beer in the 90s for $1.05 a mile. Yeah, that's kind of what it was. I mean, like dry freight,
yeah.
load board dried freight was like $1.25 was pretty, pretty average. Pretty average. Sounds like a Vince Lombardi song to me. Okay. Gary Bateson, come on with it. Thanks again for the super chats. Fabulous Egg
You got-
Hole Holdings offensive coordinator TV says Justin Axford, you should come lease a new truck from the Egg Hole. No reason to have a paid off vehicle. Oh man, I'm reading the same comments from a half hour ago. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's just I reread the super chats because they deserve the
Yeah.
recognition.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
People
Billy
put
Ocean.
hard-earned money into it.
Yeah. Fate Truckin says this shop is a mess. Sorry, DIY. Oh, what did he do in my shop? I hope he didn't tip over any of the oil buckets. Oh no. Or back it over. What are you gonna do? Fate, get the broom. You clean that up. Clean that up. Jerome Jones, DIY, if you're looking for someone to be a yard switcher, let's talk. In the future, you never know. You never know. There's money in being a day cab contracted yard jockey or slinging trailers around for fleets and tow companies. Yeah, there's a company up by me that does a lot of that. A lot of that. Who the heck is Jack Handy? Well, you never seen the 1990s Saturday Night Live. A general practitioner said they make less than 200 grand a year. I believe it. I believe that. What else? Where else we at here? Oh, I missed a super chat. Got one here. Scroll. Come on, computer. I'm supposed to be getting that higher speed internet here. They ran it to the pole, but not to the house yet. Uncle Monkey with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Says my new kitten cost me $1,000 in the first 24 hours. Named him Money in honor of Cash. Money. You got to go driving yet tonight, Cash? Am I keeping you from it?
No, I'll hang out with you for a little while longer if you want to keep going. I do have to get up pretty early in the morning, so I'll have to duck out here in a little while.
All right, Fate Trucking, can I make a pizza? Yeah, make you a pizza and make me some.
Yeah, order one.
Ain't nobody delivers out here. I'll be honest with you. Come on with it. Says you just said variable costs. It's pronounced veritable. To me, it's variable. That's okay. Is Fate Trucking your house husband?
Ooh.
For the evening, I guess. Now he's gonna make me dinner, I suppose. Fate's my DIY's pool boy when his truck is in the shop. Yeah. Oh, so what do you guys think about the shutdown going on tomorrow? Supposedly. So what the hell is this all about? Another shutdown that nobody's gonna do and isn't gonna make a bit of difference? What's going on here? Have you heard about this, Cash?
No, this is the first I'm hearing of it. I'm definitely going to shut down now that I know this.
Yeah, I'll shut down. I'm already shut down. I was looking for a reason not to work tomorrow. Nico Bellick, I want to know if the brokers are lowballing us or shippers don't want to pay up. Both. There's going to be brokers lowballing you, and shippers damn sure don't want to pay. So it's both. More of one than the other. Depends. Depends on the broker and the shipper. But it is definitely a shipper's market right now. It is not even a broker's market. This is damn sure a shipper's market. Haboonster just finished day 1 of CDL school. All right,
Nice.
get you some training. Maybe all the if anybody shuts down, the rates will be a little better, huh? Or volumes. Mike Poor says, I saw a DOT officer today that looked literally like a demon. Damn it.
Nice.
It is Thanksgiving. It is Thanksgiving. My husband doesn't look at the price of fuel. He says he just pumps it until it's about to pour out. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to go down the road, you got to have that diesel. Oh, Nevada. Yep. He says, I've got the answer to the title of this live. Work, work, work. You'll survive. If it don't work, work it definitely. You got to go back and watch from the beginning. Don't be biting on my style. Mike Poor went out of business today. Ooh, damn it. Everyone should quit for a month. Nah, ain't my style. You quit for a month, I'm just going to work harder to make up for you. Did you really go out of business, or are you yanking my crank? He says, yes, really. Well, hey, sorry about that. I didn't do it. It ain't my fault, though. I ain't done that. I ain't do that to you. With Bullet Feet says, Mike, hope you have a good plan B. Oh, double entendre. They will probably cut driver miles before money. And they're just decreasing their own revenue too, though. Part of the problem. Or are you saying they're trying to starve them out? Is that what you're saying? Driving with John says my wrench is gone, probably because I never used it. I'll see if I can fix that. Oh, what are we doing? Oh. You guys might get a bonus here. Hold on. Mrs. DIY might come in here. Everybody stand by. I got to send her the link. Let me do this. She wants the link. I'm sending it to your Yahoo account there. Mrs. DIY. Probably going to be freight trucking. Probably going to grab her damn phone, no. All right, we sent her the link. Let's see what happens here. I can't be responsible if it's a bearded man on the other end ends up coming in here. I'm going to emailed it to Yahoo. There we go. Nevada says, damn, man, I'm sorry. Why is your cost too high at home? Major breakdown. I don't know. But Nevada, oh, man, if I see you put out a video tomorrow, it's all about working. I'm going to say he was copying my rhymes. Describe forced out. Nevada Trucking Trail says, Mike, the money is here. It's getting harder to find, but you can make money out here. Just ain't what it was. It is what it was. It's what it was 4 years ago, 3 years ago. It just ain't what it was the last 2 years. Uncle Monkey, thanks again for the super chat. What's the lowest you ever drove a truck for? For me, 17 cents a mile. I think I started it when out of driving school. I think I started at 22 cents a mile, if I remember correctly. What did you start at, Cash? Do you remember?
I think it was a quarter.
Yeah. Man, and I thought I was, in tall cotton. More money than I'd ever made in my life.
It was not for me. I thought about quitting it a lot that first year. I came from a very good paying sheet metal workers union job.
Okay.
in
See,
the
I did not.
trucking.
I did not. I came from a factory job. I had a factory job in there for a little bit, but it didn't pay, nearly. I finally I was happy to have a job where I got paid for the amount of work I was putting in.
Okay.
Fate Trucking says, agree, Nevada. Mike Poor says, I'm only 90 days on the game. Oh, so it went out quick for you. Mike Poor says, even if I owned a truck, 2 to 3K profit ain't worth it. That's good money, man. Oh no. Well, see, I've got a feeling I'm in a lot of trouble.
Is that a month or a year?
I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was the
Ah,
bait and switch.
We got you.
She put
Oh,
herself on the
bravo.
camera, and then as soon as I brought it in, she gave it to the bearded lady over here. That looks suspiciously like my lazy boy recliner.
How did she
so
get you?
comfortable,
He
too.
called it like perfectly. He called it.
Yes, just so everybody knows, I am not married to this thing. That you see on the screen right now.
He's rubbing his armpit all over your chair.
That is not Kelly's kitchen.
Sure it is.
It is.
Sure it is.
Mike Poor, why 2,000 to 3,000 a week profit isn't worth it? Why is that not worth it? 3,000 a week profit is over $150,000 a year.
He does not say a week.
Even if I own a truck too. Oh, you're right. My bad. I'll move along.
I mean, that could be his whole 90 days.
I'm just gonna pretend like that never happened. Thought I was literate there for a minute. Oh, old school, new school just got a door after 3 days of waiting. See how
Slow
long
clap.
to unload. Yep, golf clap. Everybody else here thought the same thing. They thought that was per week. So I'm not the only illiterate one.
Yeah, I fell for it.
You did. Oh, Nevada says, cut to the bottom and catch up with Mike's comments, and let's hear it, guys.
Yeah.
We got it. We got
Yeah,
it. Thank
do
you for the
that,
super
DIY.
chat. Oh, it's per month, 2,000 to 3,000 per month.
Yeah.
Probably about the same as what a lot of company drivers make. That's hey. I've made less than that for periods of time. But it's everybody's decision. Considering I almost died several times. Why did you almost die several times? Swerving off the road and catching myself in the nick of time. Okay, that might be where you might need. Might be time to hang it up then. Might be time to hang it up. You don't want to do that. You want to hurt somebody else. Sounds like a good move, Mike. Yeah. If the money were there, I'd be more awake. That's not true at all. No, money don't keep you awake. You probably end up worse off. Could be chasing money harder, end up more tired and crashing. Couldn't sleep. Well, hey, yeah, best to give it up then. You don't want to hurt somebody else. You don't want to hurt anybody the way Fate Trucking just hurt my feelings by posing as somebody very important to me in my life.
You know what? I'm going to be as honest as I can. This was not my idea.
Freaking throw it in the bus right away. Yeah.
Wow.
Can I go back to the Jack and Diane song now?
I wish somebody would.
Okay.
What are we doing for dinner?
I don't know, but I'm hungry. What kind of picture did the artist paint? The artist formerly known as Cash? I don't know.
I'm not that kind of artist.
Sam Lawrence in the house. What's up, fellas? Thanks for coming in. Francois Needling. Hey, DIY and Cash. Francois, did you ever get that engine rebuilt? I know you're having some engine problems there. I hope it all went well for you. I wouldn't anybody. I wouldn't be too quick to get to know me because everybody I talk to, suddenly and miraculously their truck breaks down. Had a guy blow a transmission. Had a guy here blow an engine. So my advice would be stay far, far away from me. Mandip Najar Diesel, welcome, Miss DIY. I can understand why you'd want to join the show. I would too if there was a guy with a greasy goatee in my living room. Hey, did you put some of that
Did
Infinity
go.
Lube in that greasy monster of a goatee?
Oh, it's soft. I conditioned it.
I'm keeping track of every time he touches it. We're up to 2 now. That's 2.
Nevada says, I'm late DIY. Sorry I missed the beginning, but if you work like you would a 9 to 5 and then some, you pull through this. Isn't the time to complain, it's the time to fight. Oh. Did you record everything I said in the beginning of this and you're repeating it back to me? Is that what we're doing here?
Okay. Is it time? Is it time we start a Nevada Freightliner fund?
Oh. Oh, busted. You're busted, Nevada.
I think it's time.
We got your troll name. Yep. Ooh, Francois started at 23 cents with Prime.
Ooh, there you go. That was last year, by the way.
Yeah. It's January. Do you think speed limiter regulations will affect rates? Not one bit. Not one red cent. Nope. It's not the ability to affect the market right now. There's still too many trucks. There's still, the volumes are low.
Yeah.
We are not in a position to affect the rates that way.
Yeah.
Sorry about
And
that.
even if it did, the mega carriers would be there to scoop up any capacity and flatten it right back out.
You're damn right.
That's the only reason we had good rates at the end of 2020 and 2021. The mega carriers couldn't put people through school and they couldn't buy a bunch of new trucks to catch the rates. Because if you remember, like 2018, we did the same thing. Rates went way up. Mega carriers bought a bunch of trucks, run them through the puppy mill. Every local news station had a oh, you need to go to truck driving school article on the evening news, and the mega carriers shot the rates in the head like old Yeller.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And people were getting paid to stay home and not work. So why would they go through truck driving school?
Right.
Typically, throughout history, the people that lose their jobs and get downsized or whatever are the ones that end up in trucking school and end up, CDL and working for starting as no experience for the mega carriers. And that did not happen because those people got paid to stay home far more than they would working for Schneider, Prime, JB Hunt, whatever.
There was no truck driving school to go to in 2020. They were all shut down. So even if they wanted to, they couldn't.
It was the perfect storm. That's, it's the only reason. And should we ever encounter another perfect storm like that, it might happen again, but we'll see.
Well, the mega carriers, they're real quick to step in and shut them good rates down. They'll soak up all that extra capacity because it ain't nothing but keep some trucks and run them a little longer and crank up the puppy mill. You think some of these large carriers can add hundreds of drivers a week throughout their 3 or 4 training schools throughout the country, like how many truck driving schools does Swift operate? Like at least 3 or 4, I bet.
Oh yeah. I'm sure of it. And the ones they don't operate, they probably get the majority of the recruiting people out of there. They pay the schools.
Yeah, like PAM and C1, they operate like 3 different ones.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Come on with it. It says, Fate, yell my name.
I saw that.
For $50.
Come with it!
He couldn't even do that right.
I don't know how to say it. God. From Minnesota.
Duck, duck.
Hi, Fate.
Oh, man.
So how much work are we going to get done tonight?
I'm getting her done here right now. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, you better be making me dinner. Beat your feet on the concrete and go get my money.
I got to go clean the concrete.
What did you do in my shop, dude?
I pulled some plug on the truck and a bunch of fluid came out.
Mystery fluid? Should we maybe find out where that came from and replace it?
Yeah.
All right. I suppose I can help you with that.
I'm joking.
Okay. Oh, Nevada's selling everything. Tesla for sale. Tesla's for sale. Just saying. He'll sell anything to survive. Don't plan for tomorrow. Plan for 6 months. These downsizing personal
I'm
items.
with it.
Might
I'm
be a
with it.
house for sale and everything.
Damn.
Damn it. Damn it. Have I had snow yet? We had a little bit of snow, but it didn't stick for more than about 10 minutes. Nevada says, I was actually looking forward to meeting the wife. She was in some videos way back. Way back. I was told it looked like a hostage situation, so I did not make her be in any more videos.
Yeah, I told her to blink if she was there against her will. So,
You know what's funny about that is we didn't really know each other yet, and I still thought that was funny.
right.
I don't think we had ever talked yet at that point. Oh, Francois, your truck is still down. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Jeez.
It's been well over a month. Memory serves
Ouch.
me right. Whew. George Wilson, his first job was 10.65 an hour in '87. That was a respectable wage in 1987.
I'm gonna look that up on an inflation calculator and see what that's worth today.
Yeah. Oh, Francois renting a truck for $300 a week. Okay. Yeah. Miss Nevada says, hell no, I love my truck. Wow. That's all right then.
But some, what was that? 10.65 an hour.
Yeah. 10.65 an hour in 1987.
That's 27.83 today. So
it's probably about right. Probably what some of the union jobs are paying now, isn't it?
It's a R&L pays up in that $27. Yeah, that's probably close to it. Honestly, looking through it though, like you get some good benefits with the union carriers now, but most of the non-unions are actually paying more. Like the Old Dominion and the R&L and the Dayton Freight.
Yeah, I don't even know who's union and who's not, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Yellow, ABF, Standard. Those are kind of the union ones that I know of right now.
Nevada says if you raise 25%, I'll come up with the rest and we'll play. What are we buying here?
The Freightliner.
Freightliner fund.
Oh. My husband said, you interested in letting go of that hood truck DIY? I don't know. I mean, I probably should, but probably not. I'll get to it. I'm hoping to get to it this winter.
You don't even own it anymore, guys. I hate to break it to you. Hey, when was the last time we saw it in a video?
Is it over there sitting by my shed or is it not?
You
rotten son.
I don't know. It might be in a video tomorrow. So I think somebody else might be pimping the hood life in your neck of the woods.
Nice.
All right. I bought 5 Powerball tickets today. I don't usually do that.
I bought 2.
Nathan Galloway started for 36 cents with Swift. Okay. Well, I can take my shoulder more of the blame here from TBT. Here's the thing. Shippers and receivers are still getting charged high shipping costs. We're just not seeing it, and that's how it's negotiate and run for a number. I strongly disagree with that.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that it's not necessarily the case.
So, well, I'll be quiet.
Shippers are being brutal right now. Brokers are having to undercut to keep the freight. I mean, this is very much a shipper's market. There is still stuff on contract that was contracted at higher rates. That'll change first chance they get. There are some brokers that are keeping a substantial piece of the pie. That is not the case in every case. I just, you can't believe everything somebody says because, oh, I know, or, this or that, or it's a lot of it's conjecture. Make them pony up some documented proof of things. The most dangerous thing is what people think they know. But having, engaged in a lot of that activity, I tell you, who could tell you the truth on that is Paul. He's got some stories of what's going on with that. So, I mean, largely, not the case. Francois, big trucking companies makes more money with leasing than they turn truck 3 times over, so they don't care for cents a mile. Yeah, I mean, that's a lease purchase business model. A lot of it.
Mhm.
Load boards are dumping ground for the mega fleets. Poster trash you don't want, and as long as people don't know their numbers, it's not going to change. Yeah, a lot of the places posted on there though too, they don't even have trucks. A lot of the bigger brokerages don't have trucks even. So Tom Hall says, I'm 62 years old, been driving 36 years, just ride the ride and it comes and goes. And I did cry when Old Yeller died. If you didn't cry when Old Yeller died, you're dead inside.
What did I tell you the other day? You got to watch Old Yeller in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
It's a damn good story in reverse.
Same with The Yearling. You ever read the book The Yearling? If
I
you
don't
cry,
read much.
if you don't cry for during that, you're dead inside. Hot Rod Dave started with $8 an hour. Yeah. Mark M says, can you go, Nevada, can't you guys go to a good place like Southern Pride? That's where Trucking Review Channel is leased and doing military oversize. Okay.
People can go anywhere they want.
Yeah, anyone striking tomorrow?
Yes.
What are we striking about? What are we striking? Somebody tell me, because I'm not. I saw an Asian my clickbait thing. I didn't get to really watch it, but what are we striking about tomorrow? What's the issue of the day? Same thing as we went on strike about the last 10 times and it didn't do a damn bit good. Is that what we're doing again? I don't even know. Emotions are illogical.
That's right.
Mark, I am loyal to my carrier. I would only leave if it was due to failure, but I'd park my truck, run company, and make our payments. We're not losing our truck. Can you leave with that truck if you wanted to? I don't have any idea. I don't know your deal. Ooh, cool trucking. I had to cut loose one of my customers. They cut their rates by 38%. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Well, what did you check out that trailer while you were over there, Fate Trucking?
Yeah, it's all good.
Did anybody climb up there and look at the grill?
I did.
Just cosmetic?
Cosmetic, yes.
You fire it up and run it?
Yep, ran it through a pre-trip. Everything's good.
Okay. Well, you probably take that trailer then.
I'm going to have to. There is now 7 trailers ahead of me. So remember when I called earlier today and there was 8?
Yeah, what was that?
One trailer's been unloaded.
8 hours ago?
Yep.
Oh, so we're striking due to rates and fuel, according to TikTok truckers on Asian Mile. TikTok? There's TikTok truckers now? That's got to be the worst.
That's
I got a
Cash's game.
TikTok. Yeah, I got a TikTok.
Do you fancy yourself a TikTok trucker?
Not until it starts paying me.
Okay. DPG says, how's the progress going with your brokerage plans? It's things are happening. I got about 20 loads on my desk here.
That's what she said.
I had put some out email wise, got 0 response, crickets. 2 guys showed up and said, hey, I want to start doing this. And they've been covering all these loads for me. So I haven't even put out any emails offers because
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Those guys that reached out to you that have hauled loads for you, are they the ones talking about striking?
No, they express, they can't find a backhaul worth of crap. But you know what? They've just been coming back empty and getting another one. So
and they're making money?
They're doing a good job. They're doing a good job. So until such time as I have more stuff, I haven't put anything on the load boards, and I put out a few emails and it was pretty much just crickets. So these two guys stepped up and said, "Hey, I want to do this." So they've been doing it, and it's working out well. So we'll see where it goes. Hoping to do more. It is very, very difficult right now to cold call and get in somewhere new, but it is possible. So we're still working the plan. Do the best we can, and I will be putting more stuff out when it comes in, more opportunities. But I also put out an email, said, "Hey, if you can get up to Wisconsin, hit me up. Try to get you something." But that's really no response on that either. So is what it is. Is what it is. So it's been a while here, almost 3 hours. I think we should probably wrap this up. I guess we got some work to do yet tonight here, and we got to have dinner. So thanks everybody for coming in. We'll do it again. We'll definitely do this again. If you're willing cash, I guess how much do I got to cash app you for your appearance tonight?
Standard flat rate, I guess.
Okay. All right. So anything you want to promote on your way out here?
Yes, lots of things. Go to my videos, click on my videos, and watch them. Subscribe. Check out the the diabetes channel, Trucking with Diabetes. Go do all that for me. That's
Yeah, we
about
need to
it.
get that channel monetized, everybody.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's not like a video every single day. It's just a little reminder here and there. So,
All right. Well, everybody
all right.
take care. We will see y'all next time.
Yeah. Bye,
Later.
everybody.